Hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream. I hope you're doing really well. We're here, we're hanging out. I am feeling really weird today. I think I might actually be getting sicker than I was. I'm a little bit concerned, but I'm hoping it's just that I didn't sleep, because I did not sleep well at all last night. I got home incredibly late. Work went way longer than I would have expected, and I ended up going to sleep at about 6 in the morning, but then I was awake by like 10:45. So I'm feeling pretty gross right now. I don't feel so good. But I'm hoping it's because I'm tired, not because I'm actually getting sick. I was just sick. I'm hoping I'm not going to get sick again. But yeah, so we are here. We're live. We're doing our thing. I'm kind of... I don't know. I'm feeling the sound is a little bit hot, but not sexy hot. It feels like it's a little bit hot. I mean, it looks like the values are okay, but it may be slightly too loud. I don't know. Hold on. If I mess with this, does it mess with it just in my head? Okay, it does just mess with it in my head. So that... Okay, because my monitor is really, really loud in my ears right now. But I'm actually going to turn this up a little bit just because it feels like we're slightly too quiet. I think that's a little bit distorted. How about 35 instead of... Come on, go down. 36, is that better? That's closer. That's closer. Okay, let me fix it on... Actually, it's not too bad on your side either, but let's fix that real quick. I think music might be a little bit loud. Is this... Yeah, this is music. That's okay. I'm not going to touch... That's better. Okay. So I'm messing with my sound a little bit because for some of you that have been here, you know, I ended up buying... So my Go XLR Mini has been faulty. The USB port seems to be giving me issues. Girl Thulu suggested I clean it and try it out. I cleaned it and it seems to be working okay, but... I'm one of those people that once I start something, I kind of want to keep going with it. And so I had already decided I was going to buy a new... Man, for some reason, sometimes these lights get really dim out of nowhere, even though they're like perfect when I start the stream. It's so weird. So I had already kind of set my mind that I was going to replace the Go XLR, especially because it's already... The company is now defunct. And so... They're not going to support it. Eventually, there's going to be a Windows update that will not support Go XLR, and you won't be able to use it. So I've been looking to see about getting something different, and I went out and bought a Rode Streamer X, which was a fantastic device when it worked. I wish I would have recorded it before I returned it, but I might make a video talking about it. But long story short, one of the issues that I was having was that the software is divided into two different pieces of software. And one is the Rode Connect, which is for like all the different microphones that you can plug in through USB. So I could plug in like my shotgun microphone, I could plug in the wireless microphone, and I could control the Rode Connect that way. But I could also use Rode Unify, which is like Rode Connect, but closer to like wavelength software. So you can have like different channels for different things and have a whole bunch of submixes involved. So like you can have a chat submix and a stream submix and your headphone submix and an output submix. So it was really powerful, but then they updated it, and the update introduced latency into the microphone, which to me was really weird. I have a Rode affiliate link, but I don't know. I haven't shared it because I haven't really talked much about Rode stuff. But to me, what was really weird about that was that their whole promotion is that all of the information takes place on the mixer, and you get a direct feed from the mixer to your headphones, so you get no input latency. Hello, Darkest Fog. How you doing? Welcome. And so it was really weird that an update introduced latency. But here's the part that I find weird is they say it's all done on hardware, but the Rode Connect didn't have latency. Rode Unify had latency. So why was there latency? Like something went wrong with the software on the PC end that caused the headset to have a delay. And it was so bad that I couldn't use my headphones with the monitor on because I would start mumbling because the delay was just so bad. And so I emailed Rode, and it took them almost 4 days to get back to me. By the time they did, I only had like 2 days left to return the Rode Streamer X. When I got the email, there would have only been 2 days, but I was like, I don't want to wait for them find out that there's nothing that I can do, and then end up stuck with this $500 mixer that I'm not going to be able to use. So I returned it. I got an email after I returned it, which was last night. And they're like, yes, the latest update introduced that. Here's the link to the older update, so you can revert to it and you won't have that latency. But by then I had already returned it, so oh well. So because I was still, I'm doing okay. I'm not feeling great. I was just saying right as I started, I said it. I'm not feeling great, but I think it's because I didn't sleep well. But it feels like I'm sick, so I'm hoping I'm not sick. I'm hoping it's just I didn't sleep. But yes, so I was already kind of on the road of I need a new mixer because I don't want to rely on the Go XLR anymore. And I was looking at like trying the Rode Podcaster Duo, which is like their high-end streamer mixer. But in Canada, it's like $750. And so I was like, I can't justify that because it's got features that I'll never use because it's meant for podcasting. And I was like, I'm not going to use half these features, so not worth the money. And then I was looking at the Wave XLR because I've got the Stream Deck Plus. So I was like, I could use the Wave XLR. Oh, pulled one of the knobs out. And both of those together would be okay. But the way my headset works, the way my sound setup works, the Wave XLR was going to be kind of limited on the things that I needed. And so I was like, I don't really want to go Wave XLR. And while I was looking, a Roland one popped up. And if you know anything about music, Roland is a very high-end audio engineering instrumentation company. And so like in my style of music that we played with my band, you either used Korg or Roland. Those were the two keyboards that were like the top of the line keyboards. And I trust Roland. I was always a Korg guy, but I trust Roland. I've used Roland keyboards. They sound amazing. But I had never heard of this thing. And then I looked up reviews, and everybody who posted a review had less than 1,000 followers. Each review had like between 5,000 to 6,000 views. So I was like, okay, these aren't like trustworthy people. And some of their reviews, they got information wrong, which was kind of like, how do you get something that basic wrong? I don't know if I can trust you. But I decided to take a chance because the pre-owned or open box of the Roland mixer costs the same as a brand new Wavelink. And the Wavelink XLR only has one knob. So you can like mute it, unmute it, and you can turn up and down the volume. Everything has to be done with the Stream Deck. This has all the functionality of a Go XLR plus some. And so I was like, I'll try it. And so I got it yesterday. I spent 4 or 5 hours sitting here messing with the sound, messing with the features. And I am surprised nobody's really talked about it. Like somebody like Harris Heller or, what's the dude's name? Nubby, I think is his name. I don't know. Some Asian guy with long hair. There's that other guy, Gale, I think is his name, who talk about all this kind of software, hardware stuff, and they've never mentioned this, the Roland. It's called the Roland Bridgecast, and it's impressively powerful. If I remember correctly, the Go XLR has something like 65 decibels preamp, plus another, I think it's 8 or 9 decibels that are digital. And so it can like this microphone, no problem for the Go XLR. The Shure SM7B, it can do it, but you got to pretty much max it out. But you're pushing it. This thing has 75 of proper preamp decibels. And so like I have my volume at almost half and it's getting close to peaking. So like it's an impressive little sound mixer. It's got the 4 faders like the Go XLR has, but it also has 4 buttons underneath, which on the Go XLR work as a mute button, but on this you can set it up to whatever you want. So it can be a mute button, it can be a MIDI button, so you can like set it up to turn on lights, turn off lights, change scenes and whatever. I don't know how to do any of that, but you can do that. You can add sound effects to those buttons. I have it set so my microphone can mute, the music can mute, the game can mute, but then I also have a button that switches profiles on the mixer. So I can switch it from when I'm recording to when I'm live streaming, which is amazing. It also has, it's a 2-bus mixer. Sorry, I'm just kind of blabbing on. It's what they call a 2-bus or dual bus mixer. So it has sub-mixing, which if you don't know what sub-mixing is, it's just I can hear one set of volumes and you can hear a different set of volumes. And the Go XLR can do something similar. It's kind of a bit of a workaround, but you can do something similar. But GoXLR used to sell the idea that I could hear what my stream hears, so that way I always know the sound is good. But then, like in my case, I like my alerts to be extra loud, but I don't want the stream to have extra loud alerts because I get jump scares. And the jump scare is for me to get scared, not for you to get scared. And so this allows me to do that, but not only does it allow me to do that, but I can push a button and listen into what you guys hear and then push it back and listen to what I hear. And so like right now, my music is very, very quiet. Like you can barely hear the music, but if I push a button, I can hear exactly what you're hearing with the music, which is like very impressive. So far so good. I really liked the Rode one, but as soon as they did that software update, it messed everything up. But so far I'm really, really liking this. The software is very, very detailed, but Roland is also like a professional sound company, so they want the high detail. But it's got things like I can add filters to my microphone, which the GoXLR didn't really have great filters. It had some decent ones, but it didn't have a whole bunch of great filters, like no de-esser in the Mini. This has the de-esser and everything. It's got an EQ. It's got a really precise EQ. It's got the noise gate built in, but it also has like a noise canceller or noise suppressor. It's got the built-in compressor, and it also has a voice changer that I can change, and I can change it on the fly. So like I think I've got one where it's like a bit of a deeper man's voice. So
Oh wait, this is the woman. So like I can change the voice. I don't know if you're hearing my voice through this or if it's just the voice changer, but like I can do this, but I can also make it a bit higher, right? So now all of a sudden my voice is really high pitched, or I can lower it a little bit, but then
I can change this part so it's more squeaky.
or I can just
lower it, so now all of a sudden it sounds weird, right? But
I can just, if I just tweak it a little bit and then I soften my voice a bit, now it's a bit more feminized, right? It's not perfect like a woman's voice, but it does give me some choices.
but then I can also switch it to a bit of a deeper voice. So now I've got this sexy voice. So Vlad, this is what Vlad would sound like. You want to get jumped scares? Well, why? Why do you want to be scared? So Vlad can hold you nice and tight? I don't blame you. I can also do the evil voice. Ah. So you're here to face me.
and then like I could do reverb, but the cool thing is I can change the pitch on the fly. So I can like change things as I'm playing, which is amazing. So it's pretty powerful. I'm very, very impressed by it. I didn't expect it to be this good for the price. They did just release an updated version, but I couldn't bring myself to spend the money because it was like $600. The same mixer, but it also has, I think it's 6 touchpads, so you can do like 6 sound effects, 6 different things on it. And it's got a capture card built in, but a lot of them are having that now. Like the Rode Streamer X had a capture card, but the Rode Streamer X had 1 in and 1 out. That new Roland one has 2 in and 1 out. So you can have one for your camera and one for your console and still only use one USB port, which is mind-blowing. But I don't really need it, so I didn't think it was worth splurging the extra money. But I'm surprised not more people are talking about this because this thing is pretty impressive for the price. And it's a really great GoXLR replacement, a GoXLR secondary option. But yeah, so you're going to see me kind of fiddle with it while we're streaming because I haven't used it on stream yet. I just sat here and just messed with it to try to get the sound that I wanted. But yeah, how are you doing today, Merle? How's your day going? How are things? I'm not feeling great. I am really not feeling great. Okay. I am going to try this though. So you're going to hear the noise get kind of weird, but I'm going to mess with it a little bit and see if it helps at all. Like, yeah, see, this is the adaptive noise suppressor. So what it's doing is it's listening to the room around me and it is trying to pick up my voice versus the noise around me. But if you listen, it sounds almost digital. It doesn't sound clean, which I'm not a big fan of. It's better. I turned it down like to the minimum. What if I turn down the de-esser? The de-esser helps a little bit, but it's not great. It's still very digital versus this, which sounds much more natural. Oh no, Merle. Oh, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens, especially when you really like the character. Because it can... Oh, that could ruin your whole day. I'm sorry, Merle. That sucks. That sucks. Well, this main character hasn't died. Hopefully I won't die soon. Hopefully. Just never know, though. With my luck, I might die soon. Who knows?
Loving your Spotify free experience so far?
Why is
You
it
can always
not...
discover new ways and more places to listen. Learn how to download
Is
music
it
to play
not?
offline and turn shuffle mode
Oh,
on
I know why.
depending on your mood with Spotify Premium.
Hold on. Ugh. There it is. Ugh. There we go. I am deciding what I want to play, but I don't think I have access to this, right? I don't think I have access to this. Just checking one thing before we get started. Oh, dang it. I have no internet, I forgot. I mean, I do, but it's just not hooked up on my game. Give me just a sec here. Oh, what show is it, Merle, that did you so dirty? I almost never use my Switch anymore, so I don't know what the buttons are anymore. Oh, Grey's Anatomy. That show's... Is that show still live, though? Or is it done now and you're just watching it from the beginning and you are experiencing it and it's just hitting you in the spot? Oh my god, the Switch is so slow. Nope. Yeah, I need the expansion pack. I'm not paying for no expansion pack. My Switch game's in here? Of course they're not. How does it have which gets you every time? Did you cry? Are you the type of person that cries during a show? Give me a second. I'm just gonna run to the other room, grab my one game for my Switch. Oh man. Found it. You were sobbing, oh no. It's still going? Wow, I thought the show had been, like, I thought they had already finished doing the show. That's wild. I didn't realize it'd been around for that long. I don't blame you for sobbing, though. There have been shows that have gotten to me. There have been some shows that I'm just like, why? Why would you do that? That is so mean. That's not cool, man. Not cool. Okay. It's just downloading something. Hopefully it won't be too long to download. Hopefully it'll be quick and then we can get started. I'm probably just gonna play, if it works. Wow, it's not even like... Wow, what is so slow about this thing? What's going on here? Do I just not have space? Is that what? Maybe I just don't have space. Just deleting a couple of things, seeing if I can get this to work. What else can I delete that's huge? Maybe Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's kind of big, isn't it? See, I never play my Switch, so I don't ever know what's going on. Can I just start it? Can I just play it? Oh, now I need to update. Okay, it's updating the Switch. That should be quick. But yeah, I don't blame you, Merle. It's and a show like that's been going on for so long, it's very hard not to become very attached to the characters. Like, I know, what show was it that I was really mad that they killed off a character? No, it wasn't even that it wasn't that the show made me fall in love with the characters. I had read the comic books and I loved the character in the comic books, and then they killed it off in the show and I hated it because I was like, the comic book character is so much better. And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Walking Dead and you want to watch Walking Dead, I'm about to spoil a little thing. It happened really, really early on, so it's not anything recent. I haven't seen the last season, so if you do know anything about that, please don't say anything. But Mario 64, I was reading what was on screen. There's a character Tyrese in, is it Tyrese? I think it's Tyrese, yeah. In The Walking Dead, in the second season or something, that in the show got a very tiny role. He was like this really wimpy, weak guy, super emotional. And then he dies within the season or like the next season. Like, it's very quick. And in the comic book, he gets introduced like at the end of the first season, midway through the first season. And then he's there for a lot of the series. And then he dies. But when he dies in the comics, it's very emotional. But Tyrese is also, I don't remember the cop dad, whatever his name is. It's also his best friend. And so like he had a much more important role. And when he died in the show, I hated it. But when he died in the comic book, I was so upset because I really liked him. So I understand. And that wasn't having a show that's been going as long as Grey's Anatomy. I can't believe that's still going on. Holy crap. I watched a couple of episodes, not a couple. I watched like a couple seasons of it way back in the day. I want to say I watched it in high school, but I don't know for sure. I don't remember. Anyways, we're just gonna play Mario Sunshine. I don't really feel like playing anything today, but I didn't want to just sit and chat because the stream's been somewhat quiet lately, and I didn't want what is going on with this music? Oh, weird. I can't put it on loop or anything? That's so weird. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I didn't want to just sit here because there hasn't been much activity on the channel, and just chatting doesn't work when there's nobody to chat to. So I want to play something. So I'm going to play some Mario Sunshine. It's easy for me to play that without thinking, and I can just kind of hang out and do that. Especially today because I'm not feeling great. Why isn't it here? And I don't want to spend too much time trying to be entertaining and chatty if I'm just not feeling well. Clearly I don't know how to spell Mario. Okay. Okay, so Twitch is updated. I think YouTube is updated. Yeah, YouTube is updated. That's pretty much it. So let's do this then. What's the volume? Might be a little bit loud. I don't know. It's not bad. I should be loud over the game, right? You should be able to hear me, I think. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, it's just loud for me in my headphones, which is great. Because I don't mind the game being somewhat loud. Okay. I love that it's a cartridge game and it's telling me it needs to check the controls and load and stuff. It sounds good to you? Okay, good.
Does it sound good because my voice is all sexy?
I'm gonna have too much fun with the voice changer. Oh.
Mario. I'm Mario. This is Peach. Oh, look at that. I gotta go higher.
Ooh, wait.
Oh, look at that.
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delphine.
Isle Delfino!
Welcome you to our beautiful home.
It's so funny.
Come enjoy a natural wonderland to which we've added the world's finest resort.
This is one of my favorite Mario games.
Spectacular amusement park and succulent seafood. All this and more await you on Isle Delfino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
Look at the background, there he is. Is anybody actually excited for that new Peach game? Oh, quite good. I didn't even know that new Peach game was coming out. I knew there was a Peach game. I didn't realize it was what it is. I've only seen pictures of it, but it doesn't look interesting to me. It's some new Peach game, but like she can wear different costumes and stuff. But at least the promotions I've seen, it just feels like what you would consider a girly game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's bad because it's girly. It's just, it feels like they're leaning into the girly part of it, and it just feels stupid because of it. Like Peach just can't be a hero. She has to be a girly hero. That's the part that I find kind of uncomfortable. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. Nintendo does make good games even when they're weird. So hopefully it'll be good, but I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Weewen. How are you? All right, I played this when it first came out, but let's... Yeah, my capture card should be okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
What happened? What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
My throat hurts listening to that, to their voice. Yeah, you're not interested in the new Peach game? Yeah, it looks kind of weird. I didn't mind the last Peach game on the DS or whatever, but the same thing. They went for the girly thing, like, oh, she was so emotional. So you change her emotions and Peach has got her thing. It's like, what?
Dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
Yeah, right. I could never learn Dutch. Are you crazy?
Mario, be careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I'm gonna have to learn all the controllers because they're different. What do I do? Oh, flood. No, but you're trying to.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated.
Oh, now I wish I had the road, because the road had a robot voice.
Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra-dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance. Proceeding with user instruction. Use the button to shoot water from my tank.
Use the button.
If you press the button, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the stick to aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the button to hover in the air for a short time.
I love that they got rid of the what the button's called.
Tank is empty. No water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the button. Instructions complete. Proceed.
Don't want to hear it again. No, I don't want to hear about the button.
Mario.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Mario, no, Mario. No, Mario. Use the button to clean off the hem.
I'm gonna have way too much fun with this voice changer, I'm telling you. Just not this. Oh, Merle. I'm sorry. How is the weather where you guys are? We have had insanely warm weather the last couple of days. Like, it's 16 degrees outside right now. It was, at least the last time I checked. Let me see. What's that at right now? No, it's 20 degrees right now. It's 20 degrees outside. Is it really? It's 20 degrees here. Like 5 days ago, we were sitting at like 0. We're at 20 degrees now. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot you smoke, Merle. We'll just have to make out a little bit less. Okay.
Nice work, Mario.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am Flood. Glad to meet you.
The weekend was good weather? Yeah, we've had beautiful weather the last couple of days, but seeing as I never go outside, I think that's true love, everybody. Merle's willing to quit smoking for me? That's true love. Because, let me tell you, I'm pretty good at making out, so... After all, I can roll my R's.
Endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness.
Oh, that is cold. Yeah, no, we're sitting at 20 degrees. It came out of nowhere.
Has arisen because all of our guardians, the Shine Sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine Gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main...
It's 7 where you are, Weavin? Last time you checked it was -1 or -0. That's still cold. That's still cold. It's nice and warm here. I don't mind. I don't mind. Chadley, how's it going, man? How are you? How have you been?
They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the Shine sprites have fled. There is no longer
I don't want to be a
power
southerly.
to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
Weird. There's a weird noise. I don't know what it is. No, I don't need to hear it again.
Go straight that way. You can't miss the mess, pal. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Is that the one?
I don't know. Hello?
No. This one? Nope. What's this one then?
Huh? What? I have 2 echo ones?
Weird. Well, we'll just,
Mario, Mario, Mario.
I was gonna say something and now I forgot. But Chadley, I hope you're doing really well. Hope life is treating you well and that, you know, things are well in your life. I'm gonna have to get used to these controllers. They're so different than what I'm used to. Yeah, I mean, -1 isn't cold, but, like, in general, but it is, like, it's cold, it's just not as cold as it can get. Because, like, try being out in -1 for a few hours without a jacket on. Probably won't end well. But, when it goes down to -20, yeah, -1 isn't so bad. That being said, compared to 20 degrees that I'm in right now, it's quite cold in comparison. Dude, stop it. Almost done with the workday, yeah. How was your weekend? Did you do anything exciting? And the thing is, like, in Canada, I'm supposed to be sitting at, like, -5, between 5 degrees and -5 degrees during this time. Like, we're not supposed to be anywhere near this warm right now. Which is, like, scary when you really think about it, because we should not be dealing with this warmth in the slightest. Oh, nice. Did they go well? There's a way to, like... No, I can't. Oh, I have to wet them. Dang it. Ouch. Get up, Mario. funny that if you get too close, you can't wet them. I was just too good at the game. Where'd you go? Dude, come on. Global warming, right? Right? But it gets colder. What will their predictions say? It could be at least -25 for this week. Yeah, we'll see what happens, Darkest Fog. Right now, the concern in Canada is that we have zombie fires, which, if you don't know what those are, it's basically that there is snow, but underneath the snow, there's fires in like forests and stuff. And so if there is a zombie fire, there's a good chance the summer is going to be very dry and have even more fires. And last year we had the worst fire season in Canada's history, and it's looking like this season's going to be even worse. That's scary. And seeing as the weather is as warm as it is right now, it's very scary. And then you include things like my girlfriend's parents are farmers, and they had enough cold that it was able to get a freeze in for the farm field. But if it stays the way that it is, it's not going to be good for the crops. Like it's freaky. It's kind of freaky.
Not fair. Completely unfair. You shouldn't be allowed to use tools like that.
Mario! Wait. Higher.
Higher. No, not that high. Just slightly. Hello, Mario.
Mario, there we go. Mario! I'm sure that's a bit too high. Mario, I'm sure I saw that person out in the airstrip. I'm positive he's responsible for all this. Chase him.
He is heading for the square. Go get him.
Mario.
One of the main reasons I ain't having children yet, right? Right? Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, just, Bianco Hills, road to the windmill. Road to the big windmill. Oh, I'm so tired. My eyes are burning. Forgot I have these. Help my eyes. Help my eyes feel better. This game is so fun. I was gonna do Mario 64. I was, if you guys don't know who Summoning Salt is a YouTuber who does videos about, like, world records for speedruns and stuff. And he just did one about the blind Mario 64 speedruns. And, it made me really want to play Mario 64, but I don't have the cables for my N64 out, and I didn't want to tear apart my closet to look for them. And if I play Mario 64, I either want to do like a casual run, a full run, or a 16-star speed run. But I didn't want to pull everything up. Plus, I got to get like my old TV out and stuff, so I didn't do it. But that being said, I am in like, I'm feeling like playing Mario, so that's why we're doing this. I don't remember. Whoa, what was that? Oh. How do I get out of here? There we go. Oh wait, there is no long jump in this, right? Yeah, there's no long jump in this, if I remember correctly. The buttons are, like, the maneuvers are slightly different than what Mario can normally do. Go, go, go. Aw, man. Nope. Nope. Where's the broken one? There it is. Nope. There it is. Nope. What the heck? Is it up then? I have to go up? Over? I thought there was a broken tooth. I don't know why I thought there was a broken one. Never mind. I was wrong, everybody. Apparently tomorrow there's supposed to be a huge Xbox announcement. Oh, nice. We went nice. I didn't know they could treat scars with laser therapy. That's amazing. I dated a woman back when I was younger, What the heck? Why can't I move? Oh, that was really weird. Back when I was younger, who had breast reduction surgery, and she would go get like treatment for reducing the scars, but it was injections. It was, what was it? A steroid, was it? I think it was a steroid or cortisol. I don't know. I don't remember. Or what's the, or maybe it was Botox. I don't know. They injected her with something in her scars. But she got like the keloid, whatever, those scars that swell up and look bloody. She got that kind of scarring, so she had to have those kinds of injections to try to help. Yeah, hers were almost purple from how like bad the scarring ended up. That one Spidey fan, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's amazing. Yeah, she got quite unlucky. Her scarring was not good. And like the way her breast reduction was done, they basically like they did like a hole punch for her nipple to pull it off, and then they had a line going from like the nipple down, and then like it was called an anchor scar. So it was like the nipple down and then like a U shape to be able to like open up the breast and take out some of the fat and then put it back together. But all of it ended up scarring except for the part around the nipple, but the whole like actual anchor shape of it was a complete like purple scar. It was huge on both sides. So she had to go in to get a bunch of injections. Thank you for the sub. Why didn't I get the alert? That's so weird. Are my alerts not working? Maybe my alerts aren't working. Yeah, because it didn't even come up on my... It didn't even come up, like, in my past events. Streamlabs, let's see. But thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. A little bit about how my channel works while I try to see if maybe there's something wrong with the alert. A little bit about my channel. I am a variety streamer, and I do like a huge range. It's not very limited. I used to be like almost strictly a Nintendo streamer, hence like a lot of Nintendo style branding on my channel. But I slowly moved towards other stuff, and lately I've been doing a lot of like horror streams. I do VR streams, but I've been wanting to play some Mario again, so we're doing that. But yeah, I kind of just play whatever I feel like it. And I run a whole Minecraft channel. I have a TikTok. Like I do quite a bit. My TikTok's been out of commission for a bit. I haven't really been doing anything with it, but I have a Minecraft channel on YouTube as well that I've been trying to stick with consistently. But yeah, I don't have a set schedule. I kind of just stream on whatever day I have time, but it's usually around the same time, around this time. I would have normally started 2 hours ago, but I've only been live for about a half an hour. But I usually stream around this time, and I try to do like 3 to 4 times a week. I know it's very vague, but my scheduling kind of sucks right now. Okay, so... Alert box. Okay, let me see if it even shows up on here. No, it's not on there. What if I switch over to YouTube on here? No, it is on YouTube. It didn't come through. I don't know why, but thank you, the one Spidey fan. Thank you anyway. But yeah, that's my channel. Just a complete variety. I'm not live on TikTok today, but usually I'm live on TikTok as well as being live on Twitch and YouTube. But I didn't feel like doing that today. But yeah, we win. It's good that your scarring didn't, you know, like that it turned out good. It's not fun when the scars are bad. How do I switch it? X? Oh, there it is. Okay. Dang it. The controls are just so weird for me because I've always played this with a GameCube controller. And just the controller is just slightly different enough that it makes it hard to, like, have things happen naturally. Does that make sense, what I'm trying to say? Like, I can't do it without thinking about what the button presses are right now. It's also been a long time since I played this game, so that doesn't help. No! Aw, man. Yeah, thanks for the advice, Captain Obvious. I understand that I was supposed to do that, but I fell, okay? It's been almost 17 years and it's barely noticeable. Nice. Yeah, I want to say the J scar is, I didn't know you had that done too. I want to say the J scar is a lot less... Like, it's a less obvious incision, which is why they use it. I don't know why they did the anchor style for my ex. It was because it was like it was a really, really big scar. You haven't played with a GameCube controller? I really like the GameCube controller. I think it's really comfortable. I thought the GameCube controller was amazing, but yeah, just the buttons are slightly different because the thing with the GameCube controller is it's got like an analog trigger, so you can press it softly and then it clicks so you can have an actual button press, and that's how this like hover like this. Oh, sorry. What is it? This versus this. Like here, I can move around. Oh no! I was trying to show you and then I messed up. So here I can move around, but the other button I can't. Whereas with the GameCube controller, you just pressed it softly to still move around and then you clicked it to be able to shoot. And so like little details like that is what makes it a little bit harder to control the way you would ideally want to do it. It's also just weird playing this at like 30 frames a second. I wish it was 60 frames a second. Yeah, the doctor will also decide what they're more comfortable with for sure. This is one of my favorite characters. They put him in Smash Bros, didn't they? I think they did. Oh, it's just Ryu Car's video or something. Bye-bye. I love those moments of the like, uh-oh. I love when that happens. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can do this with the buttons being all weird. See, it's weird that I can't adjust as easily. I have to stop shooting to adjust. Thank you. Come on. Dude. There we go. Yours was completely removed. Hers might have been. No, I don't think it was removed, though. I don't think hers was removed, which is why they did the... And that might be the benefit to the anchor versus what you had done, because, like, the anchor keeps the nipple intact, which I'm assuming, because she was so young, like, when she had hers done, must have been close to your age, too. Because we were 23 when we were dating, and she had it done a couple years before, so it was very close to your age, too, when you had it done. And... I'm guessing they did it that way to keep the nipple intact because if she ended up having kids, it's less likely that there will be problems because there can be issues with breastfeeding in that aspect. It's not like 100% there's going to be issues. It's just there's a higher risk of it, but then the scar is uglier. So it's like, what do you do? The nicer scar, but the higher risk of a useless nipple, or the uglier scar, but more use of the nipple in the long run? Yeah, the one I'm playing is on the Switch. It's the Switch collector thing, the N64, the Mario 64. What's the other one? Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. That's what it is. I'm confused. What is it that you quit trying? We win? Oh, breastfeeding. Yeah, it's breastfeeding is not it's not easy at the best of times, but then like after a procedure it can be a lot harder to do. Definitely not a fun experience. Man, this game is so fun. It's so fun. The controls are hard to deal with though. They're just slightly off. My biggest annoyance with this game, it's always been an annoyance, is aiming flood. I like inverted controls, like the up and down being inverted for aiming flood, and this isn't inverted. I don't think there's a way to change it either, right? I don't think you can invert them. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so it was inverted originally. So meaning if I pushed down on the joystick, flood would go up, and if I pushed up, flood would go down. And that's what I keep trying to do here, and it keeps messing me up because it just makes more sense to me to have it inverted, and that was one of the complaints here. Right now that I'm reading it is you can't. You cannot reverse them, and it's really annoying because it doesn't make sense in my mind. And I just cannot make it make sense. See, I keep aiming up when I don't mean to. Finally. Hey, Steffi, how are you? How have you been? How's life? Yeah, I wish there was a proper remake, not just like a port. I think this game would still hold up really well graphically if they did just a slight remake, but even if they like went full out and did like Mario Odyssey style graphics of this game, I would love it. Like one of the main reasons I bought this collection was for this game and for Galaxy. I mean, I love Mario 64, but I have Mario 64. I have this one too, but it's just nice to have it all in one console. But like, I would absolutely love a remake of this. Working and watching. How's work going? All is well. I am insanely tired today. I woke up feeling like I didn't sleep well. I only slept like 4.5, maybe 5 hours. But I woke up feeling just sick. I've been sick the last few days, but I woke up feeling sicker than I had been. But I'm hoping, but I'm thinking it's just that I'm so tired that I feel this way. But besides that, everything's great. Everything's great. That's not a side scroller. I am ready for a redo of Mario Odyssey because I was not a fan of Mario Odyssey. I did not like it. Did I say Mario Odyssey earlier? I meant Mario Galaxy earlier if I did say Odyssey. But I didn't like Mario Odyssey. I would like something more like this. And yeah, I'm ready for a 3D Mario. I don't mind 2D Marios. I haven't played Wonder, but I'm more open to playing Wonder because of the new idea on it versus like New Super Mario Bros. 15 times in a row. Oh man, I hate that. It's one thing I like about my job is I never have to worry about that kind of like panicky stress. There's stress because like our machines break at work and stuff, which sucks, but it's very, very nice to not have to worry about, you know, things being broken and everybody having like a meltdown because of it. Yeah, I definitely still prefer this over side-scrolling. I would asterisk. I prefer this over side-scrolling for sure, but I would say if they did Super Mario World, like the SNES version again, that would probably be one of my favorites because I really like the art style and the mechanics of those games in particular. Crap, I don't know where I'm going. Nope. And thank you, we win. Like I said, I think I'm just really tired. I've been sick the last few days, but what the heck? But it's, I think it's just mainly exhaustion today. What the heck, man? This isn't where I want to go, I guess. Yeah, I don't see a single way to get on top. So I guess not. Oh wait, can I just... No, I can't even drop. Oh wait, yes I can over here. Never mind. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to see Super Mario World all over again? Dang it. Like a sequel, I mean, not the same game. I think it was a missed opportunity. Like, they did Super Mario, the new Super Mario Bros. 5 billion times, and it wasn't my favorite of, like, all the flat Marios. It was fun, but it wasn't my favorite. I would absolutely be more than happy... Dang it! Be more than happy to have a new remake, or a new version of Super Mario World. I think that would be amazing. It's like I still don't understand why they haven't taken the engine of Link's Awakening, the remake that they did. I don't know why they haven't taken that engine and just released like Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, even Minish Cap with that engine would be amazing. Sometimes Nintendo makes no sense to me, honestly. Okay. No! I pushed jump too late. Don't these have... These do something, don't they? I know they save, but do they like... Do they do anything special, or is it just a collectathon thing? Shush, Flood. I'm trying to figure stuff out here. I'm trying to not let everybody think that I'm a completely horrible gamer. I swear, I used to be good at this. Last night I was talking to my friend Preston and he was asking me if he thinks I would still be able to speedrun Mario 64 and I was like, oh yeah, probably. It'll take me a little bit of practice, but yeah. And here I am barely able to play Mario Sunshine. So maybe I'll have to rescind that cockiness and just admit that, yeah, I would probably fail miserably at speedrunning Mario 64 right now. Okay. Oh, what does that do? Dang it. This way. Okay. I'm so out of practice with these games. It's kind of sad. It's hard to believe I used to be like basically a Nintendo streamer. Like I played mostly Nintendo games. Oops. Oh, awesome. Oh, this thing. I forgot about this. Okay. I mean, why is Mario surprised? You just ripped off his arm. Don't you think that's a little bit mean, Mario? I forgot that he can do that. Aw. Oh. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Reset all your arms. Reset all your arms. Let's do this again. Yeah, I do pull stuff. I do pull stuff. I pull it. I'm usually more gentle though. I'm not into the rough stuff. Yeah, Preston. I was just saying, the videos we watched yesterday of summoning salt, it made me want to play Mario 64. So I thought it would be worthwhile. It's too close. It's too close. Dang it. Oh, maybe I can pull his arms off. I can. I'm finding Mario very hard to control in this for some reason. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. I forgot that I could pull his arms off. How's your day going, man? Oh yeah, Mario totally is not the good guy. Mario is totally not the good guy. Like, he pulled off the squid's first arm, and then claims self-defense when the squid attacks. It's like, what do you expect to happen, Mario? Wouldn't you get upset if somebody, like, pulled on your thingy and ripped it off? I'd be pretty upset. At least take me out to dinner first. Dang it. It's too easy to make him do backflips and stuff when you don't want him to, but it's really hard to make him do backflips when you actually need him to. Nice, Preston, nice. Okay, this is a really stupid question because I should know this, but I'm horrible with dates. When is your birthday? Yeah, I agree with you, Merle. I agree with you. And where are you guys going for dinner, Preston? No, Preston's birthday. Preston's going, he's on YouTube. Oh yeah, it's on screen. Preston's on, is going to, dinner with his mom and grandmother and brother for an early birthday. March 8th. Okay, so it's like really soon. It's like 3 days, man. Yours is too, Merle? I had no idea. You want to know mine too? No, I never do anything for my birthday. I probably won't be live on my birthday anyway. Because I am probably gonna see Kendra on my birthday. I don't actually know. Oh, you meant Merle's. Here I was thinking I was special. Not special at all. Yeah, it's so cool. You and Merle have the same birthday. That's awesome. Oh, I hated this one. I always die on this one. I think this one. I like the purple color. Let's go. Dang it. I'm pretty sure there's a goal to like collect 100 coins to get an extra shine, right? Yours falls on a Monday. I think mine's like on a Wednesday this year. I don't even know. I never look up my birthday because nothing ever happens on my birthday. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. The only reason I know that, which is what I was about to say, I never look up my birthday because nothing ever happens on my birthday. It used to be like 50-50 chance my parents would even forget it was my birthday. So like, I've told this story before. I did a show at a theater and my birthday landed on like the first day we were back into the theater. And then like 3 days later, another cast member's birthday was there. And nobody even wished me a happy birthday on my birthday. But on this cast member's birthday, they got him a cake. They got free food. They brought like dessert and stuff for everybody to enjoy. And like, not that like being the star of the show is a big deal, but like they remembered his birthday but didn't remember mine, and like I was the star of the show and everything, and it was like that's kind of crummy. I ended up getting ready to leave, and when they asked me why I wasn't going to stay for cake and stuff, I was like, because my birthday was 3 days ago, and then I left. I wasn't very happy about it.
Wow, you want to go for a ride, bud? Oh, go ahead and jump on the blooper you like best. Go on. Now show me some super blooper surfing and win yourself a prize.
We'll go with yellow because that's the color of the channel. Also, it's International Women's Day on Preston Ninja's birthday. Oh, nice. Pretty much just go out for dinner with ride. Yeah, I didn't get that kind of treatment before. For my last birthday, I had to buy myself my birthday gift and my cake and everything. But Kendra is very, very, very considerate, and she was the one. That's what I was getting at. I never look at my birthday because all that like it's just never a big deal. And Kendra asked me what kind of cake I wanted, or no, her mom asked me what kind of cake I liked, and I said cheesecake, and Kendra answered, and then she said something about my birthday, like she had ordered my birthday gift already or something, and I was mentioning how like I don't really pay attention to my birthday, and Kendra's like, well, I do, and then her mom asked when my birthday was, and Kendra's like, oh, it's the 17th, Wednesday the 17th. I was like, holy crap, you even know the day? I don't even know the day of my birthday. That's the only reason I know it now, because she said it. Oh, you have no idea, Steffi. She is very, very, very different. I'm not gonna sit here and bash my ex. I'm not gonna sit here and do that. I do that enough in private. No, I'm not gonna sit here and do that. But Kendra's very, very different. She is very considerate and understanding of like where I'm coming from, but she also comes from a family background that is like insanely supportive and loving and welcoming, and like they already treat me like I'm part of the family, and not like I've had girlfriends in the past where their family was great. My ex's mom was amazing. She was such a sweet woman. But I never felt like part of the family. It always felt like I was like the best friend. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how your parents treat you like your kid, like their kid, and then your best friend, they might love them, but there's always that like separation. It always felt like that with my exes, and always felt like temporary. Like they were just kind of putting up with me. Kendra's family has actually like fully welcomed me in and embraced me and everything. Which is like completely wild. But like her family is super supportive of her. She has a lot of the same goals and aspirations that I had. And I use past terms because I'm kind of past my sell-by date when it comes to theater. I'm a bit too old now. And I've lost a lot of the skill that I used to have. But like she has a lot of those same goals. So like we can relate in that aspect. And she's well educated. She's got her life trajectory already set up. Like it's not like she's kind of just floundering and living life. Yeah, she's been quite good for me. It's been an unexpected thing, because before when I met her at the musical that I was in, and during that musical I had the ongoing joke that I had a crush on her, but she didn't even know I existed. Which the joke in that is that my character in the show, I was the bad guy in the show, and she was the one that I was like trying to take advantage of, and then she was the first one to really stand up to me. And so it was very much the irony that she didn't know I existed. Meanwhile, I was the one that she was like the most intimate with on stage. And so it was just kind of a running joke. And then out of nowhere, it's like things just kind of clicked. So yeah, it's been a good experience. We're all in your agenda now. That's so sweet, women. That's so sweet. Yeah, and that was it, Steffi. It was like we had good and we had bad. I'm not going to go too much into it because, again, I don't want to bash my ex, but like a lot of the good turned out to not actually be real. And so like it eventually wasn't good because it was faked. So like that kind of sucks. And no, I'm not talking about in bed. But it's just kind of like you learn who the person is and you realize that they weren't who you had thought you were in love with, because you were in love with somebody who didn't exist. And so like I had seen the things that wouldn't work, and then I found somebody that's very different from that had things that I had ideally looked for, but had always kind of not given up, but had kind of been like, well, you're not going to find these kind of things in people. So it is what it is. Especially because we run in very, very, very different circles, her and I. And so it was just a luck of the draw, really. And yeah, it seems to be pretty good. Obviously I'm cautiously optimistic because you never know, right? Kendra did not date very much. And so like I'm only her second like proper boyfriend. She had a third guy, but they were like boyfriend and girlfriend, but nothing really was there. But like I'm her second proper boyfriend, and I am the most serious out of them. And so like she's also in a different mindset than most of the women that I've dated. And so like it's interesting. It's interesting. Preach, another daily sermon. But yeah, it's very different than what I'm used to as well. And like the one thing I've said to many people in like my real life, I have met girlfriend's parents before. Like I was saying just a bit ago, it always feels like I'm an outsider and they're just kind of putting up with me for now. and it's always felt like I have to prove that I'm good enough for their daughter. And so that's not a nice feeling. And, you know, I don't know if it's me being a glutton for punishment or if it's like a deeper self-loathing or what. I don't know. I'm not going to psychoanalyze it because it doesn't really matter to me. But like, I tend to date white girls, and most white parents are not happy about their daughter dating a Latino. And so it's always been, I have to prove myself. And when they ask me questions, it always comes off more like, tell me the weird thing you do, or tell me why your thing is like worse than ours. Like they're trying to find ways to be superior to me. Whereas like Kendra's family has always been incredibly welcoming, and they'll ask questions, but it's very, very clear that they are asking out of like a genuine curiosity and not out of like judgment. It's very interesting interacting with her family, especially because like she's a Mennonite, and they grew up in like a Mennonite community and stuff. Now she's not like a what do they call it? An Orthodox Mennonite person, but she's a Mennonite, and so like her family has a very different experience to my growing up. You know, even things like drinking, like her family doesn't drink. Her family doesn't really party. They spend a lot of time with family. Her family finds it very interesting how like we would celebrate things with like partying and drinking and stuff. But it's never a judgment of like, oh, you're sinning. It's just like, oh, that's interesting. It's so different. But then they'll like ask about my culture and stuff, or like they know that I do streaming and they know that I play a lot of horror games, and her dad just cannot fathom why I enjoy horror. But it's never in the sense of like, oh, horror is bad, you shouldn't do it. It's just more in like the, why do you want to be scared? It's scary to be scared. That's not enjoyable. So it's like, it's very clear that he's just curious, which is something that her family is all like. And they've always just been very welcoming and inclusive. It's really refreshing to see stuff like that, you know? And like even, sorry, I'm not watching chat, I'm trying to concentrate on the game. But like even in the sense, like she has a performance in about 10 days. And traditionally with other exes, I would be going on my own to support them. Her family would be going on their own to support. And we might see each other there and be nice, but we wouldn't be planning to go together. Whereas like for this performance, like they've already just suggested that I go with them. So like I'm going to meet at their house. She's going to be at the theater. I'm going to meet at their house and we're going to drive out together. And then, or like I had construction in my apartment for the last like month and a half. And at the beginning, it was a nightmare to try to sleep through it because they were just like hammering away and drilling and making a bunch of noise right below my head. And because there were no walls or anything, the sound just reverberated through my whole apartment. Plus, they were immigrants, and they cooked a lot of very aromatic foods, and the heating furnace, the thing is downstairs, and there was no door in front of it. So when they would cook, I would get the smell of all the raw onions and fish and stuff through my whole apartment. It would wake me up because it was so severe. And so like I was living through a nightmare for a while. Her family, her parents were like insisting that I go and stay there. I didn't because I felt really uncomfortable, but like they were fully like, you can come live here while they're doing that. Like we have a spare room and we don't really make a lot of noise during the day, so you can sleep all day long, and like you're free to come and go all you want. And like I've never had an ex-girlfriend, or I've never had a girlfriend's family invite me to like literally live there for a while, which is like, that's just the kind of people they are, which is wild to think of. And yeah, Steffi, that's exactly it. It's a very fresh start. There's also a totally different element to the relationship because of it. Because like I don't really care about the past, but the past dictates the future. And so like there's certain things that kind of taint you in the way that you treat your next partner because of it. But there's also things like what you think you're supposed to do in a relationship because of what happened in the last relationships that may not be healthy. Like I've had ex-girlfriends that just expect to jump into bed right away. And like, that's to them, if you're not in bed, then how do you know it's going to work out? And because Kendra doesn't date a whole bunch, like that's not even a consideration right now between us. Like we're just spending time together and enjoying time together. Like we can be completely alone for hours and hours on end and just talk. And there's none of that like pressure to have to do anything like that. She also, because she didn't do a lot of dating, she doesn't have any of the past trauma that a lot of people would have, like me included. And so she is just very open to enjoying the experience of getting to know me and like the relationship, and there's none of that like past hurt tainting everything between us. So it's very interesting to kind of be in that case. And because she's so much older, she's spent most of her life doing the things she enjoys and kind of getting her life together. She is the most intelligent woman I've ever dated, and she's the most educated woman I've ever dated. Like she's got her master's degree and everything. And like, I'm not saying that my exes were stupid, but education-wise, she is the most intelligent woman I've ever dated. And one of the criticisms I've gotten a lot from ex-girlfriends is that they don't like talking to me because they feel like I talk... and I made a concerted effort not to, but they felt like I talked like I was smarter than them. And I think a large part of it was due to me using larger vocabulary because I had gone to college and stuff, and most of my ex-girlfriends didn't. And so it was probably like the insecurity on their side tainting what I was saying, plus my own just higher education tainting how I said things that didn't mesh well. Whereas like with Kendra, there are times that I feel stupid talking to her because she understands and knows things that I have zero comprehension about. And it's interesting when I say something that I get excited about and she corrects me, but never in like a mean way. It's just like it's very much a moment of like, wow, I had no idea. And that's another interesting thing when it comes to the relationship. Why don't I say those things about you? Because we're busy doing other stuff, Preston. When you look like you, other things are on our minds. Steffi, you don't know how close your words are to reality. I don't know. Preston was on stream once. And I don't know, I can't see it, but I think he has a display picture with his face on it. But Preston is a very, very attractive, chap. We're too easy. that's our euphemism for a little something something. No, we're too busy going out and eating or hanging out together and like talking for hours about the most random crap. What's this level called? Dune, Bud, Sand, Castle Secret. Oh, I have to do the plants. Wow, my eyes aren't burning, but I can feel they're so swollen from how tired I am. Take him to the zoo. I should take him to the zoo. Crud, I can't remember which one it is. I know it's one of these. I didn't mean to wake it. Nope. 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 Wait, can I like... Nope. Oh wait, it's there in that little island, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, time goes by really, really quickly when we're hanging out. And we're always talking about something different. We never just talk about like one thing. I mean, we tend to focus on a couple of the same things, but we just have like the most random conversations about stuff. Is that what you call it, Weewin? Playing with your Lego?
I played with my Lego last night. It was so good.
This may be one of my favorite Mario songs ever. Can I long jump? I don't... Nope. I don't think I can. No, I can't long jump at all. Nope. You want to play with your Lego all the time? I don't blame you. I couldn't think of a dirty name for... I couldn't think of a dirty name for Lego set, so I couldn't continue with the joke. Right? It's such a good remix of this song. Like, there's something about a cappella and the snapping that I just absolutely love. Like, I don't understand why this game in particular is one of the least popular within the 3D Mario games. I mean, the controls are a little bit wonky, and Flood is not everybody's favorite cup of tea, but I still think it's a really good game. I actually think this one's better than Odyssey. I'm not a fan of Odyssey. And the only reason for Odyssey, because like I love the control scheme. I think graphically it's pretty decent looking. I don't like the realism mixed in with it, but I do think it's pretty decent looking. I just don't like how there's not really a set goal. Like here, I am meant to get this one shine. And so I feel like I'm achieving something, whereas like Mario Odyssey feels, and I've said this so many times, but Mario Odyssey feels like Breath of the Wild's Korok hunting and nothing else. Like if they just took the Korok seed hunting and just said, let's make a whole game that's just this. And for me, it's like, no, that's not the fun part. That's just like a side mission. Give me like a specific... They respawn, right? I think they do. Give me a specific thing to do. Oh, nice. We win nice. I don't know. Well, I do know because the letters, but when I read that, I read it as I got the new Red Dead Redemption Lego. And I was like, there's Red Dead Redemption Lego? That doesn't seem like it would work. But R2-D2, I get it. Dang it. Oh, get off. Yeah, like I don't like that it was literally a Korok hunt thing. Like there were moons that were like this, where they would give you a set goal on how to get to the moon, but it was very much like like you'd have to collect 15 moons on a level, and like 4 or 5 of them were set goals, and then the rest were just randomly hidden. So it's like stomp on this like random piece of land and you can just find a moon. You know, hit this thing with a hat and you're gonna find a moon. Break this block and there's a moon. And it's like I don't find that enjoyable. The like 4 or 5 moons that were actually dictated in the level were the only moons that were fun, but it's like the rest of the game was just a slog of find the random moon. And for my gameplay style, that's just not fun, which is why like in Breath of the Wild, I only found the Koroks that I needed to find to like upgrade my stuff, but I didn't actually go out of my way to find them. I think maybe I found 30 of them. It just was not enjoyable to me. And so Sunshine was just that. I hated it. I hated it so much. I've played it twice on stream, and the second time I didn't even get halfway through because I was like, no, I'm not having fun. See, and I hated it for that because that should be optional. Like the weird puzzles, the weird randomness should be an optional thing that when you find it, you go, oh yeah, that was awesome. But it shouldn't be how to play the game. Do you know what I mean? To me, that's just not... It's not indicative of a good way to push people forward. It's like Breath of the Wild was also very, very like loose with what you could do, but the Koroks were 100% optional. You did not have to find a single one if you didn't want to. And then there was still like a goal on what you wanted to do. And so I like the fact that it was optional, because if I wanted to go and do the weird puzzles, I could. Like if there was a day where I was like, you know what, I'm just bored, I just want to do this. I could do it, but I didn't just have to do that. Whereas Odyssey, like that was the only thing you could do. And so it's like if I wanted to actually do a goal, I couldn't. And so to me, they made it so open world that it lost the reason to play it. Do you know what I mean? You found all of them? Yeah, see, and I couldn't bring myself to do that. Couldn't bring myself to do that. For me, it was, yeah, no, it just wasn't fun. If it was like the Koroks, like, I could understand why people would go out and find it all. But I want to play the game without having to be forced to find random moons. I would rather just play the game. And if I want to do, like, when in Mario 64, let's say, you can find all the stars and all the levels, but there are set goals for each level, and there are still hidden stars that you can find throughout the game. So it's like, if I want to find them all, which I did once for a run, I did a 100% run of Mario 64, I will never do that again. I hated every second of it, from about the halfway point on. But it's an option, but it's not forced on you. Whereas Mario Odyssey, it was forced on you. You were forced to find random moons, because like you could easily find 4 of them, but you needed 15 to be done to go to the next planet or whatever it was called. And it's like, I don't want to wander around looking for randomly hidden moons. And for me, a game is no longer fun if I have to pull up a walkthrough to learn where things are. And it got to that point where I had to just look up walkthroughs to know where the moons are because I couldn't find enough to get to the next level. That to me is not indicative of a good game. That doesn't make a good game. Kind of the same argument I have with Elden Ring, where the gameplay is good, the controllers are great, the graphics are great, but the fact that they don't give you enough guidance to know what to do is indicative of a bad game. But even worse, they don't even tell you why you're doing what you're doing, so then it's a bad storytelling mechanic. Whereas at least Odyssey gives you a story, so it's like that drives you forward. But with Elden Ring, the gameplay is more entertaining, but the storyline is so much worse that it's even less driven to beat it. But Odyssey, I just wish it had more goals. Just like with Zelda, I wish that there were proper temples rather than just randomized little temples you could find. SpecSpot, hello, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, see, I don't mind puzzles, but I'm not like super into them. It's just not my thing. Alert, alert, just look at the top of the tower. Oh, I remember this. But how you doing, 2 a.m. SpecSpot? I hope you're doing really well. I haven't played this in years, so you're going to see a lot of fumbling through this. But I've been like in a bit of a Mario craving lately, and I thought this would be a good one to play. Some weird humans. Some weird thing has curled up on the tower. Go take a nap. To take a nap. This could endanger the legendary sandbird egg. That being said, somebody else said this, and I really liked how they said this, so I'm stealing what they said. Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Elden Ring are still fantastic games. They're just not my favorite within the other fantastic games. So just because I really dislike them doesn't mean they're bad games. There are other options within those series that I would rather play. For example, I'd rather play Sunshine than Odyssey, or I'd rather play Dark Souls than Elden Ring, or I'd rather play any other Zelda than Breath of the Wild. But despite that, they are still objectively good games. It's just not my style of game to make it what everybody thinks that they are. And I'm not saying that I'm right. It's just, that's my justification for why I don't like them. Like for me, Elden Ring didn't deserve Game of the Year. Not even close. Now that I've spent 20 plus hours playing it, not even close to having deserved Game of the Year. Was it a good game? Absolutely. Not Game of the Year contender for me, though. Thanks, Preston. I gotta, like, get them near the edge, right? When I was a kid, I always thought he said "Bocci" when he got hit like that. I'm trying to, dude. Flood, what do you think I'm doing? Oh, I have to get them up on 1 foot. Oh. Dang it. It's not. I think I chose one of the harder ones to begin with. There we go. Okay. You imagine how hot it must be on that reflector? Have y'all ever had the sun reflected on you? It's hot. And here we are just putting footprints all over this beautiful mirror. Mario is not the good guy. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, he really isn't. He really, really isn't. Like, we're about to permafry that poor innocent caterpillar. I mean, we're trying to save an egg, but we're also killing a bunch of animals. It's kind of, and we're not going to get into this conversation because I'm going to be dead set on my beliefs, but it's kind of like the whole veganism thing. That they're all like, oh, you don't want to kill animals, but then they ignore like the millions and millions of bugs that get killed and the bunnies that get killed for the veggies that they want to eat. It's like, you're still killing animals, dude. Just because they're smaller doesn't mean that they're less valuable. So it's like Mario is saving one egg, but he's also killing a bunch of these little fruit waddly guys. And he's going to destroy that caterpillar. It's so PETA will be all over it. PETA will find another video game to get mad at in the dumbest way. Yeah, look, we ripped the caterpillar apart. It's not a worm, Mario. It's not gonna have two different like brains to keep moving if you cut it in half. Oh wait, this isn't where I want to go. Where is it? There it is. It's a worm myth. Is it? Oh my god, no way. Is it? I had no idea. Really? I had no idea. I genuinely thought that that was real. Oh, the watermelon pushing one? Yes. The stupid birds always like whack and throw it up in the air. It is frustrating. It's so frustrating. And that's what happened with Mario 64. When I did the full 100% run of Mario 64, by the end, there are some stars to get that are so frustrating to get. Like I think the hardest one was the rainbow carpet ride or whatever, the magic carpet ride, but getting the 100 coins on that thing because there are slightly over 100 coins on the whole level, but they're all so spread out. You have to explore the whole level to get the 100 coins. Oh, that was the worst in Mario 64. I was so mad by that point. That's wild. I had no idea, Merle. I had no idea. That's heartbreaking. Uh-oh, I think the caterpillar is here to get vengeance on the worms and on the other caterpillar we cut in half. Aw. Come here, wormy, wormy, wormy. Nope, I did it too early. Oh, it worked, it worked. Right there. And now think about it. This caterpillar is here because we just killed its baby, and now we're gonna kill it too. How is that fair in any way? Aw. Whoa, 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 watch. Here, caterpillar. I love that it does a makes me think of Twisted Metal. If you ever play Twisted Metal, where are you going? In Twisted Metal, I think it's Twisted Metal 3 maybe. There's a guy you can get that drives like a Hummer, and when you shoot his specialty rockets, it does that. It goes but they go out of tune. Cause, oh, what the heck? I waited all this time over here for nothing. Dang it. Wait. Go, 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 go! It didn't work. Thank you. I jumped off the little guy that was there. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it because he's in the water. Dang it. Okay, don't do that one. Don't do that one. It's in the hub world, and it's one of those levels where you don't get to use your water pack. Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was the one in here, the one that you have to like take the watermelon to the milkshake thing. I thought that's the one you were talking about. Okay, I don't remember that one. I tried to do 100% run on this one, and then I quit halfway through because it was so hard. I turned it into just like a casual playthrough. This one and Yoshi's Island, I tried to do 100% runs on those ones, and they were both so hard to do. He's gonna turn over before I get there. Oh, come on, I got it! Ah! If I wouldn't have done the first jump, the first stomp, I would have gotten it. Come back here, dude. Come on, dude. Yeah, Flood, I know. Stop telling me. There we go. Oh, you were talking about the one in here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember the hub world one at all. But this one, yeah, this one's really frustrating. Oh, I'm so sad Charles Martinet isn't his voice anymore. I heard the other guy does a good job though. I haven't played Wonder. I was gonna say Wonderlust for some reason. I haven't played Super Mario Wonder. I was gonna say Wonderlust again. So I don't know how his voice sounds, but I feel like people have said that it was quite good. Oh, okay. Let me try that one next. Let me see if I can reach it after. I think I know which one you're talking about, and I want to say I did try that one when I was trying the 100% run. I'll try that one as soon as I finish this. Is this the stupid watermelon one? Glob, Sandbird is born. Oh no, never mind. This is a really, really nice looking game though. Especially for its age, it's held up really well. Is that? Oh, that's where I need to go, right there. I can feel the heat that you would feel walking on that thing. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ah. Is this what's gonna take me there? No, this is just running.
Mario.
How do I... Nope. No! No. My eyes are burning again. Yeah, it's gotta be the egg. It's gotta be the egg. Oh, it is. It's so hard to control. It's so hard to, like, get it to go where you want. I did like it, but my favorite is the one that shoots you straight up in one boosted jump. I like that one. That's my favorite one. But yeah, this booster, it's a pain in the butt. Man, I really like this voice mixer. I really didn't think I would like it as much as I do. I really like it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, here it is. There it is, boom. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute, even. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. I forgot that this is hard to do because you can fall off and die so easily. No! Like I just did right now. Dang it. Preston, we were talking about, or we were watching Summoning Salt do his the coverage of the blind runs of Mario 64. Could you imagine doing this blinded? This specific star, I mean, or this specific shine? Could you imagine doing this blindfolded? Sure, those guys could. It's really embarrassing that the world record for the blind run of Mario 64 is faster than my run has ever been with vision. That's really sad. It's really scary and heartbreaking and embarrassing for me. Nope. Whoa, save it. I can't save it. Dang it. It is we win. It's so cute. Oh. I hate that the new Mario games don't have game over like this anymore. That's like my biggest criticism of all Nintendo stuff nowadays is the traditional game over doesn't exist anymore. And I miss the game over. They should give you the option to turn it on, but like give me the option. Keep it the way that it is, but give me the option to have game overs included. Because I like that slight punishment of like, now I have to walk all the way back. Or like in I liked it better in Mario 3 when it was the slight punishment of like, oh, you're gonna have to redo the whole like the whole chunk of the world, because like the last 3 levels are no longer counting because you didn't reach the safe spot in the world. Michael Jackson fan, just I didn't feel like it. I just need to be like Neo in the Matrix and believe. I just need to believe. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves was so hot. He was. He still is. He's one of the few guys that has aged and continued to like act and dress the way he did when he was younger, and it still looks attractive. But then there's like Johnny Depp, who is aged but continues to be greasy like he was as a teenager. And it's like, you can't pull it off anymore, dude. Before you were really hot, so you could get away with being greasy and slimy looking. But now you're old, so like being greasy and slimy looking just looks creepy. It doesn't actually do you any favors, dude. Oh, well, yeah, he was kind of hot, I guess. If you like guys that look like me, big noses and kind of plump, then sure. See, this is what I like about Mario Sunshine. I've been streaming for 2 hours now, and it doesn't feel like 2 hours. When I've been playing Penumbra, dang it, it feels like 2 hours, and I've only been streaming for 45 minutes sometimes. He was hot. He was on fire hot. I thought I felt my phone go off, but I guess not. Here we go. No, wait. Now. There we go. You can make it go off. You help a lot of things go off.
Mario.
Yeah. Shut up, Flood. The scariest is when the bird turns, because you could just fall off the edge of the bird. Okay, we got all 7. There's an 8th one somewhere in the world, right? Now I just have to survive on the bird. Here we go, it's turning. Look at that. How scary is that? Hey, look, he's like a Lego. He's like underneath, he's hollowed out. Okay. Where's the last one, though? I think we just gotta climb all the way to the top to get it. Aw, I missed. Oh well. There it is. Thank you, bird. Whew. All the music in this game is so good. Oh, let's go do the gondola one that Preston was talking about. There's a way to, like, shoot water and then do this and, like, yeah, speed out through the water like that. There's a way to do that, and it helps with moving fast. Yeah, there we go. See? Okay. So gondola, that gondola there, and it's this in here, right? Yeah, right there. Is it coming back, though? Or is there a new one coming through? I can't remember. How come for both, Weewin? How come it has to be sepia, and how come you can't do it downstairs? Whew, my eyes are burning. There it is. Oh, this one! Yes! And I'm pretty sure this is the one that made me not want to do 100% on Mario's Sunshine anymore. Because it is so hard. It absolutely is so hard. I remember this being insane. Oh. And then the slow reset. The slow reset. Is it a sexy time one? Sexy time picture we win. Is that what we're talking about? Ages. Oh no! This is why I hated it, because you can die like that. I forgot about that. Just enough. H is feisty. He's all like,
hey, baby, look at this picture of me. That's right.
don't die. Oh, it's the worst. Dying in this is gonna be so rough. We're gonna do it though. We've already started. We're gonna continue.
You mean this voice? Oh, it's you mean it's a picture of you? It's gonna be all like, when a man loves a woman, and a woman loves a man. And now if I throw in the Vlad voice. Hello, women. You have to show me how great you look, because sometimes I feel like a ravenous fox. Or wolf, that's more dangerous. Foxes are cute, but I'm like a wolf. Vlad is like a wolf, and you are showing him what would be like a lamb waiting to be eaten for dinner.
No, no, no. Oh. Come on, go back, go back. Why does it keep moving forward? There's like a magnetic thing going on here. That's so weird. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working that way. There's something up with that one that I can't get it to move. It is rigged. H isn't home. So he's gonna come home to a nice surprise. Nice. Women, and this is, I don't mean this like in a sexist way or in a generalization, but in my experience, I find that women, even when they feel awkward, can pull off being sexy in like pictures and stuff very easily. I find that men in general always look awkward when they're trying to be sexy. Unless they have like a super crazy ripped body and are just like inherently very good looking, I find guys to be very awkward when they try to be sexy in pictures and stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, so if I hit the water beforehand, I stop my momentum. Nope. Nope, I'm gonna die. Oh. Wait, what does this take me to? Oh, okay, it's still a reset. Can I, like, cheese it a little bit? Oh, it doesn't let me out. Exactly. You just have to, like, kind of pop a hip. Pop a hip and show a tit, and you're good to go. And, like, not all women know how, because it's just human nature that you're not going to be good at everything. But, like, there was somebody in a show that I did. I'm not going to name the show. I'm not going to name who the person was. I'm not even going to name what character they were. But they had to play a character, and somebody else was also playing the same character. They would switch out. And the character was supposed to be sexy. And one of the women knew exactly how to do it. Like picking up pencils and stuff in like the sexiest way. It worked really well. The other one would try and it did not look sexy in the slightest. There was just no sex appeal in how they were doing it. And they were doing like the same physical action, but for some reason, it didn't look sexy when one of them did it. And it had nothing to do with like their looks or their body or anything. It was just the physical movement of it had no sex appeal to it. So not everybody can do it for sure. Nice, Weewin. Do it. I'm sure he'll love it. I'm sure he'll love it. Okay, so it's magnetized. It pulls me towards the middle no matter what I do, so it's hard to fight it at all times. So that's a bit of a cheap way for them to make this difficult. It's not actually a fair level. It seems. See, I just automatically fly no matter what I'm doing. There's one more, which is down in that corner. But yeah, we wouldn't do them. I think my biggest thing would be, and not receiving them, but like taking those pictures, my biggest struggle would be, I don't know what would be considered sexy or not. Because you give it to the person that you want to share it with, and they're not going to tell you if it's not sexy. I mean, they're probably going to think it's sexy no matter what. So like it's a useless fear. Like it's not like I'd be scared of something that actually makes sense, because they would probably find it sexy anyway, but they're not going to tell you if it's not. And you might be super confident about it. And you could do something that's super sexy, but how do you know? And you might think it's awkward and they might think it's super sexy. But you're not going to be like sending pictures to your friends and be like, hey, is this sexy? It's like, Steven, why are you sending me a picture of your Oscar Mayer wieners? Please don't. You know? Always so awkward. H is someone who will tell you. That's a good relationship right there. Exactly, that slow motion effect. And that was it. Like, they had to pick some stuff up off the stage in the show that I was in. And the one actress, like, fully, like, they popped the hip, they had their butt, like, in the perfect, like, tilt. And even the way they picked it up, it was very, very sensual in the way they did it. And then the other person, they bent over the way that you would picture, like, one of those, like, older nannies would be picking up kids' toys. Like, there was just no sensuality to it. It was really strange how they could both see each other doing it, yet the one that couldn't do it couldn't pick up the way to make what they were doing look more sensual. It was supposed to be sensual. That was the thing. It wasn't like I'm sitting here going like, I wish it was more sensual. Like, the script called for it to be sensual, and it wasn't. It was really strange. Because, like, even in the script, it says, you know, the pencils get knocked over, the character picks it up, the other character is, like, distracted by staring at their body. Like, it's supposed to be very, very sensual. And they just couldn't do it. It's just interesting in general as people how some of us, not me, but some people can, like, pull off sexy very easily without thinking, and other people, like me, have a very hard time being sexy in any way. I'm like Steve Carell in 40-Year-Old Virgin when I try to be sexy. And not in the I don't understand how things work, but more in the like I'm just awkward the whole time. Ostrich pictures are not that sexy. They could be. They could be. Have you seen those legs? Ostriches have some pretty crazy legs. Okay. What's this one called? Bianco Hills, a hillside cave secret. Oh, it's that one over there. You have to have a decent stomach for that. If you got like a Santa stomach like I do, that's not sexy. Trust me. Because if I if I pull down my pants enough to show, that implies that my pants are over my belly. But my belly flops over my pants. So my pants are already showing the parts that shouldn't be showing. So there's no sex appeal with that at all. Lay down? No, I don't have a good lay down face. Because the gravity changes the shape of your face, and when you're laying down and you are well facially endowed with the schnoz that I have and the fat cheeks that I've got, it just makes my face look more droopy when I'm laying down, so no, it doesn't work. It's like being on top. Not a good look for me. These are the things I've thought about. Go, go, go. The weirdest thing is they like... It feels like they upped the resolution in the game, but through upscaling, not proper upping the resolution, so you get all these weird wavy things on screen when things are moving, which makes everything look like you're in a lot of heat. It's weird. Headstands, exactly. That's when I'm the sexiest. That's when I'm the sexiest. No, I just have to stand up and stand straight the whole time. It's like, we're gonna cuddle? I'm gonna stand while we're cuddling. Sorry, I can't lay down when we cuddle. I gotta stand the whole time. Oh, I know it's not a full portrait. I just... You are dating a skinny dude. I'm not skinny. I look like I'm wearing a belt while being completely naked. Showing my stomach, there is zero sex appeal to it. That's the thing. It's kind of like saying, you know, a guy biting his lower lip is sexy, but then if you're talking to a guy whose lower lip looks like a shoelace, not exactly sexy when there's no bottom lip to bite. So it's not exactly sexy to show my belly when my belly is a belly and not just like a stomach. He's a bit of a beer belly. Yeah, but he's still skinny. He's still a lot thinner than a lot of men are. He's definitely a hell of a lot thinner than I am. Okay, oh, is this the one where I gotta collect all 8 coins? Yeah. The one level style that I hate in these games is definitely the coin collection ones. See, that's the power-up I want. That one. That's the one I like. But yeah, we went to, like, add on to it. I don't know how much I weigh now because I don't have a scale anymore, but, like, at my biggest, I was 224 pounds. There was a book that I listened to. I gotta change scenes for this. I forgot I moved this over. There's an audiobook. There's a book I read, but now I listen to the audiobook where they describe one of the characters, and the whole point of the character is he's this really, really big kid, and at the beginning of the book, they make him mentally delayed, intellectually delayed, and later on it turns out that he's like this like super intelligent thing. He just puts on the dumb facade. But the whole thing is they talk about how big he is. And they talk about like this really large kid, and he jumps off a roof and grabs onto a ladder, and they're shocked that he could hold onto his weight so easily. They talk about he's in the car and he's sitting in the middle seat and the back seat, and the 2 sons are on the sides, and he looks like a bowling ball. They look like rolling pins. And then they say he weighs 200 pounds. I weighed 25 more pounds than that. And they described that as like a huge bowling ball fat kid. And I weighed 25 more pounds than that. And if I was like 6'3", 6'4", that's not bad. But I'm not even 6 foot. So I am considered, amongst what movies say and what books say and stuff, I am considered huge. So me showing my belly, not sexy. And compared to H, I'm way bigger than H. So no sex appeal in me showing my belly at all. Now, I'm not agreeing that 200 pounds is huge because I don't think I look the way that they described it in the book, because they describe him as being like a round ball with how big he is. Every description they give of him is him being this really big round guy. And like I weighed more than that, and I'm a chubby dude, but I'm not like a round dude. But yeah, I definitely have a gut. I just happen to carry my weight in a way that it's more evened out. So like I've got a big gut, but I also have like a big butt, and I have boobies and stuff. So like I'm not just like a round dude with like little twig legs. Yeah, see, now I think I'm like closer to 190 at this point, but even now he's still 40 pounds roughly less than me. But at my biggest, he was 80 pounds less than me. So yeah, and he's a lot taller than me. Isn't he like 6'2" or something you said? He's a really tall guy, isn't he? So like that 154 on me would be like 120, 130 pounds. So it would be a lot smaller than what I am now because of how tall he is. Whereas like for me, my weight on him would look normal, but on me it looks a lot fatter because of my height. I don't know what that is in feet. In Canada, we have a weird measuring system. He's 5'8". I thought he was taller. So then he's shorter than me. He's about my height. He's about my height. He's about my height, actually. No. 5'8" is what it says in the calculator, but then underneath it says 5'10" for the exact same measurement. So, oh no, 5.8 feet, 5'10" inches. So he's the same height as me. So even then, he's the same height as me, but he weighs what he should roughly weigh. He should weigh between 150 to like 180 according to like the charts that are out there. I weigh 224 pounds. So like much, much bigger. Because even from the 180-ish pounds to 224, I went from like a size 30, 32, 30 pants to a size 34 pants. So yeah, definitely no sex appeal in me showing my belly at all. I don't really show my body in a lot of pictures, and when I do, it's in very, it's not angles that would show how big my gut is. But yeah, it's, like, I'm not huge by any means, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the kind of body that you would be able to show off shirtless and be like, yeah, that's sexy. Like, my biggest benefit is I have very broad shoulders. So that helps a lot, but yeah, no. Where's the last red coin? Is it in a box somewhere? Maybe it's in a box somewhere. Or over there, like maybe it's that way and it just doesn't, it can't render it in. The render distance is too far, maybe? At least I have cushions, exactly. And that's the thing, most women don't actually want muscular men. Not to say muscular men are not wanted by women, because of course there are women that would want muscular men, but a lot of women don't really care about muscles. There was this whole thing that I was watching talking about how a lot of men are really worried about the way they look because they're convinced that they're not getting a girlfriend because they're not hot enough. And it's been shown time and time again that women don't really care about that as much as men care about it. And a lot of these men are trying to look hot for other men. And not in like they're secretly gay or something. Not like that. It's just they, for some reason, want other men to tell them how hot they are when it's not what women actually think are hot. So it doesn't help you to meet women to look hot in the eyes of other men. You know what I mean? Yeah, a huge thing of it is confidence. Huge thing of his confidence. And confidence, how you doing, Kink? Confidence can definitely make you way, way more attractive, because I've experienced that. One, people finding me attractive, but like, I've dated women that I wasn't attracted to originally, and as I got to know them, their personality was just so great that I was like, yep, they are so hot. But at first, I was just kind of like, eh, whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, confidence and personality can go a very, very long way. My eyes are burning so bad, oh my gosh. I wasn't paying attention to where the shine showed up. I think it's on top of the buildings. Let's go back up. I did try vertical streaming on YouTube. It has not done anything for me. It hasn't done anything for me at all. The first time I tried it, I was getting like 15, 16 people popping in and out for like the first hour. And then it just dipped down to one follower and then just didn't do anything from there. Or one viewer and then didn't do anything from there. The last time I tried it, it was 0. So, it's not a bad thing. It's just not worth the effort for me. Where did I go? Oh, okay. I see the buyer. I did. I haven't done TikTok in a while. I think I've posted maybe 3 videos in the last like 4 months. I haven't really... TikTok is kind of a garbage app. It's very, very broken. Their system is just broken. Like, I got banned on TikTok. I got threatened on TikTok, first of all. From TikTok, not like, we're gonna beat you up, but like, your channel's gonna get destroyed. Because I was playing Dark Souls, and then they banned me for adult content. Like adult nudity and sexuality. Then I was playing the Exorcist VR game, and I was walking through a cave, and then they banned me for adult content and sexuality. And then there was another time I was playing something else that was like completely benign. It was like Zelda or something, and I got banned for self-harm because I was talking about sleep. And so I got banned for stuff that had nothing to do with anything. Each time I appealed it, each time they rescinded it and said, yes, it was a mistake on our end. But the way TikTok works is you get the ban and it's a mark on your channel, and they rescind the ban, but they don't rescind the mark on your channel. And so this last ban that I got while playing Exorcist, I got an email saying that if this continues, like I got banned for, it was a week, but they rescinded it after a day. It was a week ban. And then it said, if I get banned again, they will permanently delete my channel. For mistakes I didn't make, for things I didn't do. And so it's just very frustrating to have that happen. And then you got a lot of toxic people on TikTok that will comment on your stuff. And I've done duets where I'm responding to what they're saying, and I've gotten my video taken down for harassment and bullying because of the comment being on my screen. But then I report the comment, and there's no harassment and bullying found in the comment. And it's like, how did I get banned for their comment, but they won't get banned for the comment? So like all that makes it really hard to kind of want to be on TikTok. TikTok is also completely fraught with plagiarism, which is like the biggest thing, and the community defends it, which is the frustrating part. And so like I have had videos where I made a joke, I wrote my script, I wrote the joke, and then I understand other people have used the same mechanic for their jokes, but I've had people literally steal my joke, like almost word for word. And then when I've called it out, I'm the one that's getting ridiculed for calling it out. And it's like, but that's what plagiarism is. Like, you can't get away with that anywhere else but TikTok. And so it's like all of that is just really, it's demoralizing. It really like just kills your need. I am happier on my Minecraft channel getting 1,000 views than I was getting 1 million views on TikTok. I am happier with the 140 followers that I have on my Minecraft channel than I am with the 100,000 followers that I am on TikTok. It's just not, it's not a fun platform to be on for me anymore. Turtsa, how's it going? How you been? Yeah, they've got too much power. They've also the algorithm relies very heavily on robotic flagging of things, and you will get videos flagged that have nothing to do with anything, and it's not even that somebody reports it, it's the system just can't distinguish. Like with Dark Souls, I'm pretty sure the reason it was sexual content was that I was playing a no armor run, and because the character wears his little loincloth, the system picked up that as a naked person, but I wasn't even human or like unhollowed or whatever. I was the weird jerky dude, and they still banned me for it, like, which is kind of a stupid mistake. But I've also had my videos reported for stuff. Like there was a guy who made a video, and I made a video responding to him, but I didn't address him at all. He's known for being like a really toxic content creator, and I duetted his false video because he did a video where it was literally using women as a way to show he was a good guy, and the whole video was, hey, women, if you want to be a female streamer, red flag when you call a woman female, but whatever. If you want to be a female streamer, but you're getting harassed and you don't want to have like a toxic community, I'll show you where you can meet some really great other female streamers. Come to my community and watch my stream where there's plenty of women here to support you. Why do you have to be their avenue to support women? Like for women to support women? You have nothing to do with that. You shouldn't be involved in that. So then I made a response, and all it was as he was saying it, it cut off to me, and I was eating chips, and I was like, yeah, whatever, shut up. And I was like, women, if you're looking for streamers, I've tagged a bunch of people who were phenomenal content creators. Don't come to me, go to them. There you go. And like, that was it. I didn't say anything about him. I didn't say anything to him. It was literally, yeah, shut up. Here's some people you can actually go to. You don't have to go to my community. Just go to these people, directly to the people that you want to support you. And then he commented on it, and then his viewers attacked me, and then I got banned for harassment and bullying. And I was like, I didn't address him. I didn't say anything to him or about him. He just got his feelings hurt that I called him out for trying to get viewers from women by saying he's there to support women. They don't need a man to support them. So just go to other women that create, because there are plenty of them. So TikTok is very easily skewed in that way. And then when it comes to the algorithm, the way videos blow up, it's 100% luck of the draw. I believe there are things like shadow banning, which is like they just don't push you to the algorithm as easily. Usually after a ban, your viewership will just dip immensely. But a lot of it is randomized. Like I have made videos where, because they say, you have to find a mechanic that works and just do that over and over again so you can get success. I've made videos where I do the exact same format, like the same style of comedy, the same style of video editing, and I just change what I'm talking about in the videos. And one will get, 20,000 views. The next one will get 200 views. And the reason is because of the way the algorithm works. It just feeds it to random people. And based on how many of those people watch it, they will continue to feed it to more random people. And sometimes they just show it to the wrong random people. Like they'll show me content about, women's makeup, but I don't watch women's makeup stuff. So of course I scroll. And so that video now has me as somebody who hasn't watched it. So now the algorithm thinks the video is no good, but I'm not the demographic that they're going for. So if they show my video, which is about video games, to a bunch of people who are interested in like books or in movies, they're not going to be interested in my video. They're going to swipe. And so then my video is just not going to do well, despite the video maybe doing really well on a different platform. So like all of that really disheartens wanting to be on TikTok, especially when sometimes my videos can take up to an hour to get ready. And it's like a 30-second video. It took me an hour to do. And then it just doesn't get past like 200 views. It's just, it's too much luck of the draw. It's too much risk of getting things banned. I still do it, but just not as often. I got a couple of ideas of stuff I'm going to work with, but it kills your motivation. So I haven't really done it. So like, yeah, I've got a following on TikTok, but that number means nothing because having 100,000 followers, 140,000 followers, 200,000, 300,000 doesn't mean a thing if nobody's actually seeing the videos. And being in Canada, I don't make money doing it. So I did, and they never did anywhere near as well as they did on TikTok. On TikTok, when that trend was really good, it was easy for me to get 50,000 views on a video. I'd put it on YouTube. I was lucky to get 100 views on it. It just would not work on YouTube. I haven't done it now. I might try again, but I haven't done it now, but maybe. But yeah, definitely it never did well originally. Yeah, they're fun videos. I did post a couple of them in the last like 6 months because I stopped for over like a year and a half doing them. I did post a couple of them, and every time they didn't get very many views, but every time there was at least one person commenting, yeah, this is so 2019. Like it's played out. People aren't really interested in that kind of comedy anymore. I have had videos that do well, but the main reason I pulled away from TikTok was my mental health. The videos that did well were the ones that got the people the angriest. And so I started to get really good at making people angry in my videos by making a statement that I knew was vague enough that people who were sensitive and fragile would get really upset about it. And so I would get a bunch of views on it, but it's like, yeah, I might get 100,000 views. It'll have, 10,000 comments. Maybe not that many. I usually only get about 3,000 comments, but it'll get like 3,000 comments, and a good 1,500 of them are just complete attacks on me. And so it was really hard, and people would just ignore it, but it's different to ignore 1 or 2 toxic comments. It's really hard when you're posting daily, and every day you have 100+ notifications that are just hate comments. It's really, really, really hard to deal with that. And my platform wasn't big enough to have people defend me in the comments. So it was just attacks towards me. And then it would get like, and it wasn't just like, oh, your point of view is stupid or what you're saying doesn't make sense. Like it was full blown, like you got a big nose. You're so fat. Look at that scar on your nose. What's wrong with your eyes? Like it was just full on attacks on me and nothing else because they were mad that I made fun of Nintendo or they were mad that I made fun of Xbox. Like there was one time that I made 3 videos in a row. One was bashing Sony, one was bashing Xbox, one was bashing Nintendo. Each one I was called a shill for the other. And it's like literally swipe one video back and I'm talking about the company you're saying I'm a shill about. And swipe one more and before you say that I'm the shill for the third guy, I'm bashing them in that one. But then their arguments were never contradicting what I said. It was just because I bashed Nintendo while ignoring what I actually said. Or I would say something and they would get offended as if I said the opposite of what I was saying. It's like I could literally say, Nintendo is great and the way that they released this game was amazing. I wish that they would have done it slightly differently, but it's great. Then they'll come in and they'll be like, why do you hate Nintendo so much? Like, what, you think it's going to fail because of that? I didn't say that. That had nothing to do with what I was saying. The one example that always comes to mind, and I bring it up all the time, sorry, I'll get back to playing in a second, is when I was talking about, oh my God, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called right now. My brain is mush. Hold on. Baldur's Gate. I was talking about Baldur's Gate, and when I was talking about it, nobody knew what it was because Baldur's Gate was very much in that community, but the rest of the world didn't care, didn't know about Baldur's Gate. And I was talking about it. And the reason I brought it up was to talk about the Xbox and how the Series S and the Series X being released together with the stipulations Microsoft has made was not a good idea. And my argument is the Series S is holding back the X because Microsoft wants the S to look like the X when you're playing a game. And it's just not possible because the power isn't there. And so what ends up happening is developers, third-party developers are going, yeah, we're going to release this game, but it's not going to look quite as good because we have to make it work on the X and the S, but the S has to look very close to the X. And then they just don't release them because it's like, it'll be a lot of work to do that. If you just let me do it on the X, I can make it look amazing. But Microsoft has these stipulations. So that was my point. And then I used Baldur's Gate as the proof or as my evidence because they haven't released it on the Xbox yet because there are some technical difficulties is what they said. But they were releasing it on the PlayStation. The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are capable about the same amount. So if it's not released on the Xbox, it's not because the Xbox Series X isn't good enough, it's the S. And through internal documents and leaks and stuff, they were talking about split screen being the issue. Again, not an issue on the PlayStation, so it wouldn't be an issue on the Xbox X. Obviously, it's the Series S that's the problem. It's very simple deduction. I had a moron arguing with me on TikTok that I was saying because Baldur's Gate wasn't coming to Xbox, Xbox was going to fail. That had nothing to do with it. It was just my evidence to show that the Series S was holding back the X. I wasn't talking about that game being making or breaking the game or the console. I was talking about how that is just the evidence of how there is this issue. And they full on like argued with me like you wouldn't believe. And it was like, what the hell are you talking about? Or like I had this other moron come through. I made a video and then somebody came in and started mocking the scar on my nose, which looks like a pimple. And I made a snarky video back where I was like, you mean the pimple on my nose? And then I went back like 8 years. All the content that I made, I went video by video showing the scar still there. And then I was like, maybe it's a scar and maybe don't be a dick and comment on people's looks. And some idiot duetted it. And he went on a whole tangent about how like, it's not the guy that made the first comment, wasn't his responsibility to know that that would touch a nerve with me and that I was sensitive about it. And they don't know the history of what I'm feeling and how are they supposed to know? What I said had nothing to do with me having like a chip on my shoulder about the scar. It's about don't comment on people's looks because if it's something they can't change, what does your comment do? Like if you come up to somebody and like, hey, you got something in your teeth, they can just go and rinse their mouth. They can go and pick it out of their tooth and then it's fixed and it's great. They might be embarrassed for a few minutes, but it's great. Hey, your shirt has a rip in it. They can just go switch shirts. But you're not going to come up to somebody and be like, your haircut's ugly. They can't just fix that. You've got ugly gap on your teeth. You can't fix that. There is zero benefit to saying that to them. And the second guy duetting me was like, you shouldn't be so sensitive and like you're so self-centered to think people need to know everything about how you feel. No. And I even said it in my reply video to that guy. I was like, what was the benefit of saying that? Were they pointing it out because they have acne and they want to know how I treat it? No, because they were mocking the thing on my nose. Were they saying it because they thought that I didn't notice? It's in the middle of my face and I edit my own videos. Of course I know that I have it on my face. Were they saying it as a compliment? I don't know. I've never met somebody that's come up to somebody else and be like, your acne is so hot. So no, they said it to mock me. It was an insult. It had nothing to do with it being a chip on my shoulder. It was them being a dick. But then this other dick was making me the bad guy for standing up for myself. And so it's like that whole mental health part of it, it made me not want to be on TikTok. Because it's like, how am I the dick for being offended by somebody offending me? Like, so that just makes me not a fan of TikTok. Yeah, and that's exactly it. Merle, no worries. You BRB. And exactly, they stop listening once they get upset. And that was the thing. Like, I would make vague comments that I knew would make people mad, but they would always get mad about stuff that I wasn't expecting them to be mad about. And so, like, it's wild sometimes to hear the points and the takes that some people have on stuff that I said, because I'm like, that's not what I was saying at all. Like, what are you talking about? Or like they'll try to correct me, but they'll correct me incorrectly. And it's always hilarious. But yeah, it's just, it's hard on your mental health. Once you start getting enough people commenting on stuff and watching your stuff, you get people attacking you unjustified. Because at least if they attacked me for something that I said and I was wrong about it, I am of course I'll be embarrassed and I'll get defensive, but I will more than likely like take the L on that. Like I made a video recently, one of the last videos that I made, where I was talking about something, the creation of something, but the name Final Fantasy. I was talking about the creation of the name Final Fantasy and how, turns out it was a rumor, but how like the Final Fantasy game was supposed to be the last game that the director was going to make, and if it didn't work, he was going to give it up, and it was a fantasy game, but he didn't have a name for it, so he just called it his Final Fantasy. But then later on, he rescinded what he said and said that no, he just liked the look of FF, and he wanted a game that would use that abbreviation, so they just kind of went with Final Fantasy. It didn't have any significance. A few people in my comments were like, actually, that's wrong. This is what happened. And some of them were a little bit, not rude, but like kind of rough with the way they responded. But it was like, yep, they're right. Okay, kind of jerky way to say it, but they're right. And in that case, it's like, yeah, hurts my feelings because like I hate being proven wrong at something so simple. But sometimes people would correct me about shit that was just wrong in general. Where it's just like, you're correcting me about that, but you're wrong in trying to correct me. Like when I talked about the Baldur's Gate thing, and they're like, that's just a rumor from PlayStation fanboys that are hating on Xbox. And stop making stuff up. Some guy on Twitter said it, doesn't mean it's real. And so then I went to like the Larian Studios Twitter where they said it. I went to an interview from another company where they said it. I went to one of the developers saying it in an interview, and I went to a video where they talked about it. And I was like, I did my research. They actually said it. It wasn't some random tweet that I read online that I'm just regurgitating. I read about this. So it's like you're the upset one. You're the Xbox fanboy saying that I'm a PlayStation fanboy because you don't like being told what you don't like to hear. And in those cases, that's just frustrating. But yeah, it's just rough on your mental health when every other comment is a hate comment. Because one hate comment can still outweigh 100 compliments. And the thing with TikTok is my videos would go viral, but I might get 5 or 6 compliments, but 100 hate comments. So it was just far outweighed. And then, like I said, people wouldn't defend me in the comments, but privately they'd message me, and I'd be like, telling me you agree with me doesn't help me. So it's hard on your mental health. And then eventually got to the point where I dreaded looking at TikTok. Now I maybe open TikTok a couple of times in like 3 or 4 days, and maybe for 5 minutes. I can't. I hate it. Oh, I gotta fight this thing with the rockets. Yeah. But yeah, and so like it's pretty frustrating to deal with people when they're wrong and they don't understand, or they'll like talk down to you. Like I had somebody come through and they didn't like what I had to say. I don't remember what it was that we were talking about, but they didn't like what I had to say. And in the end, it was, they had a take, but the take wasn't the generalized experience for everybody. I don't remember what the thing was, but I'll use an example I'm making up. This wasn't the conversation, but I'll use an example that I'm making up. Like I said, emulation wasn't as easy when we were kids because there just wasn't anywhere to really emulate things, and computers just weren't strong enough to do it. And then somebody came in and they're like, actually there were forums back in like 92 and blah, blah, blah. But the point is, not everybody had the money to buy a $5,000 computer that would be able to handle emulating. Not everybody had the hardware to dump video games into forums, and these forums weren't things that every child was on. It wasn't that common. And so it wasn't a common thing. Again, fake example. But when the guy responded to say that there were forums and stuff, it wasn't just like, actually there were forums back then. It was very much, I don't remember the exact words, but it was like a child like you wouldn't understand because you weren't around when that happened. But then I looked at his profile and he was 3 years younger than me. And I was like, you don't have to be condescending because I'm older than you. So I was around longer than you were in those areas. And again, I didn't experience those things and you did, but your generalization doesn't mean everybody experienced it. The vast majority didn't experience it. And so it's like that condescension of like, you're stupid because you don't know any better. Bro, I've been around since the 80s. Talk to me about Atari and tell me I don't know. Because that, yeah. But when we're talking Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Gear, all that stuff, I grew up with that stuff. I know that stuff. And most of the time I will read multiple articles on one thing to make sure that what I'm talking about is at least somewhat accurate. But yeah, it's so that all that just really like makes TikTok not a fun place to be. And gamers are like some of the most toxic and some of the least able to use logic people out there. That's what I'll say. Like I will, my friend made a video talking about how TikTokers don't listen, like TikTok viewers don't listen. And I agree 100% because I made a video. That day I was streaming, and during the stream, you can't see it. Not really. It depends on what you watch. I almost get zero conservative stuff on my TikTok. It's all based on algorithm. It's based on what you watch. And the problem with TikTok is a lot of people anger watch. And if you anger watch, you'll get more of that stuff. And so the second I see anything that's semi-conservative, I block them and I swipe. Like I do not spend more than like 5 seconds on the video. And now I get nothing conservative. The conservative stuff I see is left-wing people responding to it. But even then, I still swipe with them, not because I'm a centrist that I'm like, both sides have an equal argument. No, they don't. But I swipe because I don't want to see the stuff that makes me angry. And they're going to talk about the things that make me angry. And I just don't need that. I've got enough crap in my own life that I don't have to deal with it. I deal with racism daily. I don't need to deal with it on my app as well. But TikTok is just so ingrained in the younger generation. And the younger generation is very much entitled in thinking that their opinion matters to the world. And because they can have an opinion, everybody has to know their opinion. And so sometimes they will just have opinions about stuff that has nothing to do with what's going on in the video. But it's just very, no, a lot of left-wingers watch stuff like that. Like when I was getting a bunch of hate stuff on me, most of my For You page was non-conservatives, and all the conservatives had a much smaller following than the left-wingers did. There are large conservatives out there, but there's a very small handful. And so what you're experiencing is your For You page, but it wasn't anything near what my For You page used to be. And now I don't see either, which is great. And I used to watch a lot of streaming content as well, and I stopped watching those too because it was a lot of grifting. And so I just got a video today with one of the guys that I'm not a big fan of, but his advice isn't bad. It's just it's got a lot of judgment to the way he's helping other streamers. Judgment in the sense of like, this is the only way to do it and this is how it's going to work. When streaming is really, really nuanced. But anyways, and he made a video talking about how like follow for follow. I can't believe people still do this. I was covering follow for follow 2 years ago, but I haven't watched streaming content in a long time on TikTok. So I haven't seen the follow for follow schemes that people are still trying. And so I was shocked that it was still happening because I haven't seen it. But I haven't seen it because I don't watch streaming content. The second I see somebody wearing headphones and sitting at a computer, I swipe. I don't even listen to what it is. Unless it's somebody that I know already, that I'm friends with, then I'll watch them to support them. But anybody else, swipe. And it's just, there's too many stupid opinions when it comes to streaming. And too many scam artists when it comes to streaming. So it's just not worth it. But that's what my algorithm looks like now. Like my algorithm mostly is like cat and dog videos of like people doing voiceovers for the videos, or like videos of people building things like little I don't remember what the word is, but like a little display of like Minecraft, and they build a little world out of clay and stuff. Dioramas, building dioramas. Or I'll see news-based people, but they're very specific ones that I watch and nobody else. And that's about it. Like if I swipe right now, let me swipe through my TikTok For You page right now. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to get in trouble for anything. But like, okay, right now, boots on the ground. He is a more left-leaning creator, but all he does is just talk about Canadian news. And he criticizes everybody. He's not just like, oh, in Canada, we have the three major ones that we talk about are NDP, Conservatives, and the Liberals. Liberals are in charge right now of our country, but Conservatives are in charge of my province. But he's not like, oh, Liberals forever or NDP forever. He'll bash all of them because he's just talking about what is happening out there and what he thinks is not justified. So neutral talking. Here is somebody that I follow who is a streamer. Here's another streamer that I met on YouTube. Here is just a random video that I never talk about or that I've never watched. It's one of those rage bait ones. Commercial. Somebody talking about a dating app. One of the guys that I watch that's from Toronto who talks about societal expectations and norms and why they may not be the best. So like he was talking once about how he took a birthing class with his wife when his baby was going to be born. She's like 18 or 19 now, but when she was going to be born, and the first thing the teacher talked about was how men aren't going to do things right. And so he was addressing how like instantly people assume that men just are bumbling idiots when it comes to babies. And so there's always that like preconceived notion. And he just talked about that. Nothing to do with politics, just talking about how in society, men are just assumed to not be good. A clip of WWE, a commercial, how to cook something. Never seen it, just a random thing. Another clay thing. A commercial. One of my photography friends. A comedian. One of my streaming friends. Some commercial for Uber. Somebody looking at how they're going to turn a coconut into a crystal ball. Clip from Avatar. Somebody showing something about making food from like a fast food chain, an interview from a podcast. Like nothing political has come up except for one video that was a randomized one, but everything else, this guy's showing a cool animal. So like mine has nothing political, either left or right. So what you're seeing is what your algorithm is seeing for you. And so it's hard to judge what's on TikTok when you don't know what's on TikTok outside of what you see. It's like there was this whole drama about book talk and reviews. And there's a good chance that if you don't have anything to do with book talk, you have no idea it happened. And the only reason I found out about it is because a YouTube video that talked about it that had nothing to do with me. The only things that are good on TikTok. The thing is, but what you're saying isn't accurate, Kink. That's the thing. Because it's not like TikTok is full of right-wingers that are like all extreme anger baiting people. They're there. But there are also left-wingers doing the exact same thing. Like right now, there's a whole thing about a religion that's going on TikTok that is an atheist guy that I had seen a few times. And I had heard of it from another video that was just saying like, have you seen this crazy stuff going on with the atheists? And basically he has taken the Bible and then just retold the story with like a made up thing. And I think he called God Klomerdov or something like that. And then there's like George or something that's supposed to be Jesus. And then he like follows the same rules, and he is making Christians really upset despite doing exactly what they do, just by changing the names and tweaking it a little bit. I don't watch religious stuff. I hadn't seen it, but somebody else brought it up, kind of being like, hey, if you're on this side of TikTok, have you seen this? But the book talk one, it was a woman who went in and was giving negative reviews to a bunch of other people's books. And it turns out that she was a white woman and she was doing it to all people of color's books. It was like this whole thing. I'm not on book talk. I hadn't heard of it. I just saw it because of a YouTube video. But there's a lot of people doing a lot of random stuff, and it just depends on what you see. And so like, I know that I have friends that are on TikTok and they've never seen anything gaming related. And they've suggested to me, because they don't know about my channel, they've suggested to me, you should go on TikTok because like there's nobody doing gaming stuff and you could blow up. And it's like, I was there when there was no gaming stuff and I did blow up at the beginning, and now my channel is one of the smallest ones. There's a huge gaming community. You're just not part of it. And so like, that's what happens is, so you would get exposed to certain things that would give you an idea of what's on TikTok, but that's not all that's on TikTok. The vast majority of TikTok is dancing teenagers, and I don't see any. Charlie D'Amelio is one of the biggest TikTokers. I haven't seen a Charlie D'Amelio video on my TikTok in over a year. And so like, it depends on what you're in that will taint your vision of what TikTok is. And so there are right-wing people out there, and there are definitely a lot of political things on TikTok. It's a big chunk of what's on TikTok. But it's pretty much split down the middle between right-wing and left-wing. The difference being right-wing has more things that will upset people, so more people will watch out of anger. And so the right wing gets more of the news coming through about it because more people are upset about it, because a lot of the right wing stuff is really stupid. The current right wing American stuff is really stupid. And TikTok is a very great way to spread misinformation because you are not a professional publication. You are not a professional website. You're just some guy with a camera. So you can just make up a story and people will just believe you. And so it's more in headlines, more on the news, more spoken about because TikTok is just so benign that things like that can be slipped in a lot easier and stand out more. But it's split down the middle pretty fairly. But the vast majority of TikTok is dancing teenagers, which is like, because we're older, we don't see that as much, but they are like vastly larger than the rest of what's on TikTok. No worries, Kink, no worries. I just don't know what to post. Yeah, I don't know what to post when it comes to streaming stuff. 100% I don't know what to post when it comes to streaming stuff. I am not within the know anymore. And so it's kind of annoying for me to try to come up with a way to be creative for I'm getting dizzy. To come up with like ideas as a streamer. And I've talked about this with Girl Thulu before, where like, the truth is, if you want to grow your stream, you have to make a TikTok channel that's like about streaming in one way or another, whether it's like tutorials or showing clips or like just talking about your favorite game or whatever. But what doesn't work on my channel is the fact that I am a chill streamer, in the sense of like, I'm not super good at any video game. I'm not, you know, competitive in any way. I'm also not like a gimmick streamer where like some people will be, they get angry really easily, but like cartoony angry, AVGN level. Or some people will like do crazy things like, let's get drunk on my stream. I don't do any of that, so I don't have any clippable moments that are really worth it. Like this conversation that you and I just had, Kink, that took like 15-20 minutes. How do you distill all of that into a 30-second video and still make it make sense to somebody who's never heard of me without it having some kind of nuance that makes it hard to understand? That's where my stream kind of sucks for TikTok, which is why I went for like the sketch comedy, the educational thing. It was just easier for me to sell something that you could watch one video and it would tell you everything you needed to know. And so like very hard for me to give any advice on how to stream or make content for streaming. I just don't have the know-how. I'm not creative like that. You should dance. I've ranted about these people before. It's this couple that's on YouTube. They do YouTube shorts and they are dancers. Did it work? Oh, it worked. Okay. They're dancers. It's a couple who dances, and they're both professional dancers. They are ballet dancers. They are very, very good. And they do their little cheesy TikTok dances that are not impressive at all because they're proper ballet dancers. They're doing stupid TikTok crap. But these people are so lazy. It drives me crazy because they're so lazy. They're so lazy. They literally took one video that went viral and they just reposted the video over and over again. And all they would do was reply to comments. But they would reply to the comment and then just post the same video, not redo the dance. The literal same video would just get reposted. And they did it every day, multiple times a day. Like there was one point where if you went through their page on YouTube, out of 30 videos, 25 of them were that exact same video over and over again. And they had millions of views. They got over 1 million followers on YouTube just milking that one video. Dancing can go a really long way. It can go a really long way. You have to be... You don't have to be, but it helps to kind of play up the sex appeal thing. Good looking guys, good looking girls on TikTok using that like cutesy quirky thing or sexy thing sells really well on TikTok. Like really well.
He never fights fair. He said, Junior, you gotta try to outsmart Mario.
So I tried to get Mario sent to prison, but they didn't lock him up.
But it's very interesting what can happen. There I believe there is a such thing as like a pretty privilege. Like if you're better looking, people tend to be a little bit more lenient and a little bit more willing to give you time. So like two people can put out the exact same content and the better looking person will get better views most of the time. And that doesn't mean that they're on easy mode. Their content still has to be good. It's just, that's a benefit they have. Just like I have the benefit that like when I'm doing musical theater, I can sing. Some people can't. I have the benefit that I can sing. I'm going to get seen more often than somebody who can't. It's just a thing you have that helps you. Like having better lighting is going to give people a bit more interest in watching you, but they're also not going to watch you if your content still sucks. Hence my viewership numbers. My content is kind of dull, so it doesn't matter how fancy my stream looks. If I'm not interesting, it's not going to be worth watching. And so like you can be good looking and have very boring content and nobody's going to watch, but they'll give you that little bit of extra time before swiping away. So you could still have a bit more of a buffer to hook people. But you still have to be good, because I have really good looking friends that have never been able to get close to my viewership. And they're much, much better looking than I am. But then I have other friends that are also very, very good looking and have blown me out of the water with their views. Like they're reaching 1 million followers on TikTok fairly soon, but their content is very, very, very good. So the looks are just like an extra little, you know, sugar on top, but their content is phenomenal. But yeah, Merle, learn those TikTok dances. I don't know what level I want to go to. Oh wait, I can still keep doing this place. I beat the boss, but there's other stuff to get here. How long have I been live? 3 hours, wow. Not bad. Oh, it's already 5:30. I gotta eat soon. Streaming long term when you've only slept like 4 hours, 4.5 hours is not a fun feeling. I'm feeling so groggy. You should go to bed. You should go to bed, Weewin. It's getting late. You have work tomorrow. Merle, are you working tonight? I don't think I can throw these, can I? No. What the heck? Pick it up. Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioned that. Yeah, yeah. Have you found that it's been helping at all? Oh no, it's this one. Oh, they just got to Canada. I'm gonna go see a concert on Thursday, and the band just landed in Canada today. Whoa. I shouldn't have gone. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to go see the concert. My brother got the ticket for me without even asking me. I don't not want to see the concert. I wouldn't mind seeing them. But it's going to be hard for me. I'm not excited about it because the band is a band from back home, but they are a band, that we used to cover with my band. And one of the very first songs we ever learned as a band was from this band. And it was my dad who was obsessed with it. And so he would always ask us to play the song. Like, he loved us playing that song. And now that he's gone and I'm going to finally see them live, it's going to be very hard to hear those songs that we used to cover, knowing that my dad's gone and they were his favorite that we played. It's going to be hard to watch. It's going to be very hard to watch. You have good days and bad days. At least you're having some good days. At least you're having some good days. Are you, well, it's kind of cold out there, but have you been going out and getting some sunshine and stuff? Like getting out for walks with some fresh air and all that? I think this might be the last star I'm gonna do for tonight. Oh, I still have to edit the rest of my Minecraft video. I'm almost done my final Minecraft video for the series. I've edited everything except for the finale and the music. It's the Ender Dragon episode, but I'm writing a new song for the final part of the game, and it's taking me a really long time. Once I'm done that final part, the edit itself is done. I just need to do the music. And so once the music is done, I just have to go back and fix all the volumes on everything, and then the video is ready. So hopefully it'll be up in the next day or two. And we will have my final Minecraft video for the One Chunk Challenge. Not really, you should try, Merle. Just to get a little bit of fresh air, even just going for a walk outside, like around the block. Only because being indoor, take it from me, being indoors all day, every day, especially when you're struggling with mental health, just makes it worse. Having a little bit of that fresh air, sunshine, vitamin D, vitamin D is so important, but having that sunshine and fresh air will help kind of just give you a little bit of the positivity outlook. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like it'll have more of a benefit while you are trying to kind of get things back together, you know what I mean? Oh, I remember this is so hard because the stupid ships. It's hard to know when they're tilting and stuff. Man, if I lived near you, you'd know I'd be taking you out on some dates. I'd be like, let's go out. We're gonna go get something to eat, and we're gonna hang out. Let's do it. I mean, maybe they wouldn't be romantic dates, but still. Aw. Exactly. Movement's also very good. All of it. I know you would. I know you would. You would hate me because I'd be making you do something you don't want to do. But you would love me because I'm just so lovable. And your true feelings for me would come through. You would finally realize just how in love you are with me. You wouldn't be able to keep your hands off me, and I'd have to be like, Merle, I'm spoken for. And then I would like drop something and be like, but you can enjoy the view anyway. Okay, I actually don't remember how to beat this level. See, Weewin knows. Weewin knows what I'm talking about. Oh, saved it. I gotta get over there somehow, but how do I get to that area? Nope, wrong button. Exactly, I'd be showing all my buttons constantly. Nope, nope. Ah, there it is. That's over there, but how do I get to that? Down there, over there, from the boat. It looks like it's from the boat. Maybe I can make it just by hovering. Let's see. I can. Haha! Oh, I need to do it from underneath. Wants it from below. I pushed the wrong button. I thought that, man. When I was doing it before, I couldn't remember how to jump off. This time I jumped off, couldn't remember how to kick. But all that being said, Merle, if you ever want to talk just to kind of distract yourself, you know, just a meaningless conversation, or you just need an ego boost and have me hit on you, I am more than happy to take the bullet and make that sacrifice. Okay. I gotta work my way up again. The reason I'm worried that I'm feeling sick is I'm feeling pain in my sinuses, and that has me worried, because that's usually what I feel right before I get sick. Okay. Alright, well, as long as you know. As long as you know. So there's that one, that one. Man, it's so much. The camera setup is still really weird in this game, though. It's still really hard to kind of get the camera angle exactly where you want it at all times. Because then that happens. Dang it. Come on. Oh, I don't even know what I'm gonna have for dinner. I have leftover ribs, but I don't really want ribs. But I didn't pull anything, and I don't really want to make anything fancy. Sometimes being a fat kid who wants food and likes food is annoying. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on, hold on. Yes. Look at this. Yeah, I did show you the booty. I did. That's exactly why I did it. Look, came in the mail. Another RFTF t-shirt. This one is my Dark Souls inspired one. Yeah, Dark Souls meets Zelda is what I kind of went for on this one. Nice, I'm so happy. The printing doesn't seem to be quite as good on this one. But black is also very hard to do, and I picked a pink shirt, so of course it's gonna kind of contrast. But I'm so excited. Now I have this shirt, I have this one, I have that other muscle shirt, the red one, and I got my hat. Yes. But, I'm not bending over again, Weewin. I'm not doing it. You have to be busy taking sexy time pictures. Can't be having my butt on your mind. It has to be H's butt. Now Merle, on the other hand, if Merle wants my butt, she can touch it. But it's a special permission. It's not something that I normally would do for just anybody. That was the funniest thing with Kendra. She had to grab my butt for one of the things that we were doing. She was so nervous to grab my butt. She was so nervous to grab my butt. Oh, I did. I absolutely did. How is that even a question anymore? How is there even a doubt that I forgot about the scene? When do I ever remember the scene? That's the better question. That's the real question. Hold on. Oh, I'm missing one. You sent me a butt picture? You sent me a sexy time picture? Is it a picture of H? Because I'd be down for a sexy time picture of H. Ooh la la. That foxy thing you got is so cute, though. Oh, you thought I said that you had sent me a picture. Oh. I might have made it sound like that. But no, I meant you had to take a sexy time picture for H, not for me. The only one that owes me a sexy time picture is Ty and Merle. I show my butt all the time and I get nothing in reciprocation. Love goes both ways. It's all the spicy talk. Why is this spicy? Yeah, right. I would never send a sexy time picture. I would really have to be working out quite a bit to be comfortable enough for that. Where did the shine show up? Oh, it's up there. I gotta get back up there. Okay. Hold on. Oh, you mean the picture you sent me of the merch? That's what you're talking about. Okay, I'm even more lost than you were. I was way more lost than you were. Where am I going again? Okay, so in all honesty, I completely forgot about that. I had worked on like a couple of new shirts and stuff, not with new images, just like taking the ones that I had and just picking different colors and different styles, like putting them differently on the shirt and stuff. I completely forgot you sent me one. I'm gonna have to roll through the messages again and find it again so I can add it, because I completely forgot. I'm probably not gonna buy anything for a while. Damn it! I wish I would have remembered, because I would have ordered that, because I ordered this. No, not this. I ordered the muscle shirt that I've been wearing. I ordered it because I was like, I don't have any other logo stuff, but I want a different style of shirt, so I have a few options of what to wear. I would have put that on. I completely forgot. It should be in my email. Should be. It should be. I think it is. resend it if you have it. Like if you have it and it's easy to do, resend it just in case. But it should be in my email. But let's see how many unread I have right now, because I go through my email and just randomly delete stuff. Because I go through I have 195 unread emails right now. 196 out of like over 1,000 emails sitting in my box. That's just unread in the last like 2 days, 3 days. There's this idiot who uses my email and he uses it for everything. And at first I thought it was just like a troll trying to like get my email full of spam, but they're using my private email, not my like retro for the first time email. So there wouldn't be a troll that would know what email that is. But they are also signed up to things like their university. Like I got an email from their university that he hasn't paid his tuition this month. And then I got another email talking about like his courses that he's taking. Anytime he resets a password on like Facebook or you know, Instagram or whatever, I get the email. And the thing is, I know it's not somebody breaking into my stuff because it'll say his name. Like it'll be like, you know, Steve Jacobson, whatever. Here is the password for your, or here's the password reset link for your Instagram account. So it's like, I know that they are using my email thinking it's their email, but I have no way of letting them know because he doesn't have access to my email. I've tried to let him know, like I messaged on his Facebook and he didn't see it. And then I changed the password on his Facebook because I had the link. And so I was able to change the password to his Facebook, maybe thinking then he would kind of figure out that it's happening. No idea. I still get emails and he signs up to so much crap. Like these stupid competitions and these like junk emails, like sign up and you'll get something for free. I get emails all the time, but they're all in Spanish. It's so annoying. Let me just double check. Because now I am changing the scene because I am done. I'm getting tired. Yeah, it came through. Perfect. Yeah, see, I would have wanted that for the shirt. Having a little one in the front and a big one in the back, that would have been amazing. Damn it. I should have. Damn it. Oh well. Next time I order something, if I ever make money streaming again, next time I order something, I'll do that because I would have liked that. Because like, I don't have one of these as a shirt. This is actually what's on my mouse pad. I don't have one of these as a shirt. I have the Super Nintendo one. And I think my muscle shirt is the Super Nintendo one. But then like that one's the Dark Souls, that one, this one's this, and then I've got my hat with just the logo. That would have been a nice thing to do differently. Damn it. Oh well. Too late now. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Wow, this is like sexy time music. This is the music you're gonna play, We Win, and then H is gonna come in. H is gonna come in and be all like,
"Oh, what's this? I saw the picture you took. Are you ready? 'Cause I'm ready." Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la.
But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. I'm getting very tired. I was tired from the beginning, but I'm getting very tired now. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I have an appointment with my doctor. I should be live tomorrow. Even your finger got excited.
Oh, your finger got excited. Ooh, you're bing bing bong.
I'm gonna be live tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna play. We'll see how I feel. I am so tired. Like you can just see it in my face. I have like these giant bags under my eyes. My eyes are all dark circled and everything. Oh, I'm so tired. But I'll probably be live tomorrow. Hopefully, because I'm so tired today, I will get a nice sleep tonight. And then that way I can be up tomorrow and be live a little bit earlier, but not be as tired. And then we can go back to either playing Penumbra or do some more Resident Evil. I haven't decided yet. Thanks, Kink. Thanks. And yeah, well, I mean, for now, I'm probably gonna start prepping my dinner, but then I gotta go sit down and finish that song for the Minecraft video. I'm so excited for it. And then I'm gonna edit all of the videos together into one giant video. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, so if you follow my Minecraft video channel, keep an eye out for it because it'll be out in the next couple of days. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get myself out of here. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. This was fun. I like Mario Sunshine. We got 15 stars, so that's not bad. Or shines. I'll probably continue playing this on and off for sure. And thank you, Steffi. I appreciate that. But yeah, tomorrow we're not gonna play this. I don't think, unless I'm super tired. But we'll either play Penumbra and continue with the scariness, or we're gonna do Resident Evil 4 in VR and continue with the action kind of scariness. But we'll do one of the two. And overall, I definitely like the Roland Bridge cast. It's quite good. I just kind of wish that I still had support for this, which I don't, which kind of sucks. But whatever. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you hanging out and spending time with me. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. See you later, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.